What up, guys? How you guys doing? I'll go live for like probably an hour, 2 hours. Probably an hour. I gotta pick up a laptop. Gotta shower up and do shower therapy, cut the grass, go to a DoorDash, and leave to Seattle tonight, if not early tomorrow morning. So there's the will is the way, because once again, I preach about environments. You know, each Washington there is work, but these tattoos, these brown boys and white boys that are religious Bible thumpers, I'm the devil in their eyes. They all look at me, boys and girls, is aka adults, and they don't make comments to that question, which they don't have to. That is their choice for real, but they go to church and God, all that great jazz. I'm like, cool, God is good, church is good, the Bible, the Quran, Buddha, whatever you believe in, but how are you as a being? It's all about you as a being. Actions speak louder than words every which way, so can't get work locally because everyone knows everybody for the most part. You know, family's pretty much well known. But I tell people, it used to bother me, but not no more, because I'm just like, DoorDash, man. I go to Seattle, I drive 3 hours to go to work. And, I'm going to go for a couple of days to come back and be back in my little routine, right? But that's when in life you adapt to your environment best as possible. All this bullshit with the work, as long as you work, man, maintain the matrix. In the real world, you're not supposed to work. But, as far as make a dollar, you can do barter and bullshit. But this man-made world is all corrupt as fuck. It's a dollar, it's man-made shit. That's why all these boys and girls are too narcissistic. Their God is what? Their body, their beauty, their looks, their lust, their car, their job, their home, and man-made bullshit. And they claim I'm a good person, religious person, spiritual person, atheist person, but they're doing people wrong, especially the partners and kids. Like, bruh, make that shit make sense. And I'm the one that calls everybody the fuck out. Here's the best part, I don't open my mouth. These words, petty black and white words in English, some of them in Spanish, if it triggers you, I did my job. I don't have to open my mouth. That's the cool thing about petty ass words. And the best part, when I call everybody the fuck out, like these words, these conversations, these languages have no feelings at all. So how's all the universe and their feelings about things that don't have no feelings at all? What does that mean? Let me elaborate more. Sad won't ever feel sad. Depressed won't ever feel depressed. Breakups don't worry about breakups. Zombies don't worry about being zombies. Addicts don't worry about becoming an addict. And so on and so on. Beings do. And that's the shit for everyone out there. You have everything man-made, beautiful, exotic male, female, right? But then you're in a toxic relationship, and someone takes your energy, and your day goes to shit. You get a simple text, my tattoo, cell phone, a simple text from your partner, and y'all start bickering, and you're at work. Your energy goes to shit. Now your day goes to shit over a text. Make that shit make sense. And we can't blame the cell phone. We can't blame social media. It's a cell phone. You can block anybody. It could be your partner, your kid. Block. Right? But you don't do that because why? I don't hurt their feelings. If you're too empathetic. Like, really? That's what I preach about is raw, real life, raw, real feelings, toxic relationships. Relationships are healthy. You want healthy. Like the Bible talk in the beginning. That saying from the Bible, you don't have to be religious. I'm going to tell you, my arm, my back, it's the same in the beginning. It mentioned make sure it's in hoodies. Why? Because we all say the same shit. In the beginning, the relationship was going so good. Now I call you out. So if it was going so good, why did it spark in? When the red flags were happening? Why did the energy shift? I don't know. When will you know? I don't know. Stalemate. Or do you want to talk about it? You don't have to talk about it. I respect your boundaries, but there it is. You don't want to feel your feelings. You don't want to let go of your exes to observe the red flags, comprehend the red flags, so you can see the next potential to be. You realize boundaries. That's what I tell everybody. Date yourself. It's 2025, man. It's not fucking 1900s times anymore. We have technology every which way. Date yourself. What are your boundaries? What's your love languages? What's your standards? Once you comprehend that shit, you verbalize them. The next potential to be is my boundaries, is my love languages, is my standards. What are your boundaries? What is your love languages? What are your standards? To see if you're compatible. If not, fuck it. Learn the hard way and date each other and go through all the corny ways. Waste each other's 30, 60, a year, 2 years, 5 years of his life. A kid involved everything, marriage and bullshit. And it didn't work out. And this is my sixth husband, my seventh wife. Fuck, you haven't figured out. Seventh wife, huh? You haven't figured out what love is. All that time going to church, God, etc., Buddha, and you haven't figured shit out yet. Dad, you have a lot of healing to do. Maybe the next one will be the love, quote unquote. I didn't say all this shit respectfully, man. Because once again, that's what everyone bitches about. Everyone bitches about toxic relationships. And that's the shit. You gotta date yourself to get to know yourself. On top of that, study people's energy. All the red flags and answer in front of your face. I promise you 1,000. I tattoo 1,000. They're literally in front of your face. It's all about matching energy, not taking energy. If someone takes your energy, what are you going to do about it? You pray about how to manifest to change their ways. You get up and walk away. You realize boundaries. That just to forewarn you, no one has to, you can verbalize boundaries. No one has to respect them at all. That is their choice of free will. If they're not respecting, what are you doing? What are you choosing to stay there? And I preach about doors. The door's right there. What? Everyone goes to doors every day bug down like the Matrix. All these fucking doors you go through. But the door that we all bitch about, especially everyone in toxic love, broken, codependent relationships, is your toxic ass partner. You bitch about your partner to all the fucking universe. Your parents, therapists, the priest, social media. Especially everyone does initiative to be in the same shit like I did. Play the role of into a soft story, boo-hoo me, all this. Say all that, do all that. How's that shit working out for you? Get the fuck out. Tell everybody, work on yourself as a being. Fall back, be alone. Face tattoos, arm tattoos, be alone. Have a real support team to evolve life. Huh?
Were you ever in prison?
No, were you? Prison tattoos. Respect, yeah, I look like prison tattoos, but when people get out of prison, respect, they become Bible thumpers. Think about God. Nothing wrong with God and Buddha at all, but here's the kicker. Which I'm gonna call it. All my tattoos is about life. Raw real life, raw real feelings.
What's up, bro?
No what?
I'll say what's up.
Anyways, what you gonna call it? Yeah, all my tattoos is about life. Black and white words, straight to the point today, not tomorrow. Scenario: all you queens that have these bad boy, bad girl, fuckboy fuckers by your side, right? Fuck, they're being emotionally cheating, passing by their cell phone, being verbally abusive, physically abusive, being fuckboys, and they go to church, talk about God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, the universe, spiritual and whatever bullshit term you want to use, right? But by the side, they're fucking you over. So my tattoos, to the universe. Where's it at? Right here. They're your slave masters that say fuck your feelings because they're too narcissistic, and you're too empathetic. You say what? Nothing. Exactly. You don't say nothing. So you're the slave. Welcome to modern slavery. Slavery happens every day above ground, and the best part for both the toxic relationships, the door is right there. You can pray to God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, the universe, spiritual universe, your ancestors, all you want. You think higher source, whatever you believe in is going through what you're going through? I doubt it very much. I tell everybody, I preach my belief, higher source and beings were all communication, while messengers. Nobody, zero has to comprehend nobody at all. If you need help, I'll walk up to you, I'll open the door. Yo, queen, the door's right there. I opened it for you. You ready to leave? What? You bitched about them. Kids and all, you ready to leave or not? What's gonna happen to them? There it is. So you're not ready to let go. Don't worry, I was you. It's scary. It is scary initially-wise. But welcome with trauma bonds, codependency, addiction. I need them. Then stay there. Be the mother. Be the father. Be the probation officer. And then keep going to church. You can pray, meditate, manifest, do all the rituals, spells, do all that shit. Respectfully do all that shit. And tomorrow, he's still a fuck boy. She's still a fuck girl. They're still, for emotionally whooping your fucking ass. How's that working out for you? Respectfully. I'm not laughing at you guys. I was you. I'm laughing with you. You just don't know that yet. When you get older, or you start the healing journey wise, and you fall back in your past, over yourself like, damn, I was a dummy, I was a dumbass. I stayed for too long. Yeah, it's cool, but here's the best part. Did any of your family talk to you about this conversation? And they went to church, God, Buddha. Born and raised a Catholic, My family gives you shit every which way. What's up, Mike? How you doing? How's it going? Go to church. Yeah, I can tell you the same thing. Go to church, pray in God's hands. God wants you to leave, but will you leave, A zillion queens in the whole universe. Why would it just about one? Respectfully. That's called codependency. You don't believe there's no other kings and queens, whatever you're into, that's in the healing journey, they have this conversation? There's gotta be. If not, maybe you're the only one in the whole universe. So you're ready to be alone? This is for everybody. No one's guaranteed forever. Last dying breath. Grow up with each other. What's the other one? Forever. No one. One day they can wake up, or you can wake up. You know what? I don't want to do this no more. Like, it was going good in the beginning, but maybe the spark's ending. I'm losing interest. Something else caught my eye. And that's the shit for everybody. If you can't control your lust, you always go body hopping. Always. Because what? You'll emotionally cheat. Because you can't control your lust. And anybody that can't control your lust, you're too narcissistic. Because that's our bad side of us, the lust. Every which way. That's why you don't have no self-will. Your eyes are bigger than your mouth. You want to test your lust? Fucking easy as fuck. Bikini barista stands. Go to the fucking gym therapy. Go to the beach. Queens, Show everything, literally everything. See through everything. And if you're staring at these women like you've never seen a woman in your fucking life, then there it is. You can't control your lust. You can offer monogamy, A and B, Jada and Will Smith, but y'all was an emoji cheat. And then pass back to the cell phone. And then she's the housewife, house husband. Then you got the work wife, work husband. Nowadays, you got fucking everywhere because everyone's traumatized. Everyone's broken. The big word, my tattoo, 95% of the universe is broken. They don't know this conversation. And they all preach about God, Buddha, the universe. Say all that, do all that. But how the hell did you get on a toxic relationship? How did it sell you a dream? How did it take your energy? And the ghost to your left, doesn't matter how they did it to you. Why you shed? It's called the grieving journey. Shed tears for a week, a month. Cool, I'll give you that. Months? Years? Nah, you have a lot of healing to do. And that's only one person. Yeah, it sucks. They did you wrong. You gave your all. Broken records. We all say the same shit. Everybody's robotic. Either too empathetic, that nice girl, all my tattoos, or you too narcissistic, the bad girl, fuck boy, fuck girl. There it is. And then the ones you don't want to fuck with at all are the zombies. What are the zombies? My tattoos. All the addicts stuck in addiction. Trigger. Big trigger shots for everybody. What? They're zombies. Why do you want to get involved with a zombie? They're not even in the healing journey. They don't even know how to love themselves, respectfully. So why would you want to get involved with a zombie and addicts stuck in addiction? Make that make sense. You know? And that's the shit for everybody. Why? I'll be there, real support teams, you know, and that's about it. Will I call them a friend? Only if they're in the healing journey. If they're not too toxic, their environment's not too toxic, I won't get involved with them. Why? Every time I see them, common courtesy, what's up, how you doing? You doing your healing journey, you're working yourself. Are you trying to detox codependency from man-made bullshit? Do all the drugs out, do all that man-made bullshit. Run from yourself. That's all you're doing is run from yourself. And you just say you want, here's the best part, respectfully, triggering subject, right? How you're a zombie, an addict and addiction, right? And then you say you want love, you want relationships, and you want a family and kids. Make that shit make sense. You don't know how to love your own self. Because if you know how to love yourself, you'd be a regular human, either too narcissistic or too empathetic. A square circle, my tattoos. But you're a fucking zombie. Respectfully. Respectfully. You don't want to feel your feelings. You're scared to have these conversations, but then you want someone else to come in your life and magically make you feel good. Yeah, you're a narcissistic energy vampire. That's what you do. Take people's the energy, and from there, why you trauma bond them. Because the easiest people to destroy is everyone that's too empathetic. Like I was. All you nice guys and nice girls. Your flaw is what? You're too empathetic. You're too nice. You're too gullible. You're too naive. Called what? On my tattoos, like I was, a people pleaser. Because you pray, that whole manifest. That God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, the universe, the spiritual universe, your ancestors, magically, one day will wake up your partner and they love you like you love them. How long will that be? How many more hours, weeks, months, years, babies will you get as individuals to finally wake the fuck up? Oh my gosh, it took 10 years, 10 kids, now they love me. But through all that 10 years, emotionally abusive, verbally, physically abusive, fuck boy, fuck girl, all that bloodbath bullshit. They went to church, manifested, all that shit. You have tattoos of the Bible on their body. They could have spiritual, it doesn't matter what, it's a tattoo. All these tattoos, my tattoos are just words. They have no feelings at all. You can have tattoos of everything on, doesn't matter, just tattoos. I actually speak down the words every which way. It's been forever. Hey, what's up? How you doing? It's been forever for a minute. You know, how you doing? How's it going? And that's the shit for everybody. Me, I love tattoos. It's like sex appeal, right? It's an attention getter. And in Seattle, see all these queens and kings with all these tattoos. And once again, my pioneer that I control, they see my tattoos, they be like, damn, like I love my tattoos and stuff. And I've never seen anyone with your tattoos. All those words, man, they're nice and neat, and it's just about life. It's all about life. If you want to talk about it, you don't have to. Nobody has to. But here's the best part. You look at it, you don't have to say nothing, keep it to yourself. But then these tattoos trigger you. I did my job, you know. Hey, I had to tell my dad, let me know when you're done. I need to. Oh yeah, for sure. I'll be on for an hour, that's about it. And after that, I gotta get going. I gotta pick up a laptop. Then get ready to go to Seattle. But how's your pops doing? How's everything going? Remember, all this I'm saying, guys, I say it respectfully. I know I have to be bluntly wise, but I don't hold back. But just like everyone bitches about the shit. You're okay, happy to hear that. It's like one person came in your life, and how many in this lifetime? How many more bodies you going through? Bodies. In this lifetime, I only had 5 girlfriends in my life. 18 at heart. I'm 44. You know, if I'm with you, like I'm with you for a minute. You know, for the long haul. As long as it's healthy. Now, if it's healthy, if it's toxic, no. Rejection is protection. That's why I look at the way you speak. I tell other potentials to be before you shoot your shot, once again, I say it all the time, because people are just, I guess they're just lazy. Maybe because I'm a geek techie, right? But, speed dating, fucking speed dating, go on anyone's platform. It's all by post. So what do they post about? What do they talk about? Black and fucking white. And don't lie to yourself, all you king and queens that are too empathetic, because what do you do like what I used to do, right? We fucking, in our heads, we go deep in the future, and we overthink, we overlove. We saw, not knowing you would sell yourself a dream. We could be a cute couple, get married, make cute babies. Why the fuck you saying all that bullshit? And you've never talked to them, met them. And the day that you shoot your shot and they reject you, oh, I'm good. Or let's say they're not being, oh, thank you for them. Thank you for your shot, but by the way, I'm married, whatever they're saying, I'm not looking. You're ready for a rejection? The word no, And that's, if you can't do rejection, because remember, rejection is protection, you have a lot of healing to do. No one has to say yes to you at all. And if they say no, you can ask a question. Scripture, nobody said no. And remember, they don't have to elaborate. They just no, and that's it. And they tell you no, what are you going to do? Question your self-worth. What are you going to do? Maybe I'll work out harder. Work on my body. Fucking dye my hair, get more tattoos. You're gonna do all that shit to modify the body, so in your eyes you're satisfied because someone told you no. Make that make sense. Stop people pleasing, man. Okay, I'll be back. I have a few things to do real quick. I'll get you. For sure, Bonnie. And I say all the respectfully. Once again, it's scenarios. All the shit I'm saying it's not, it can happen to you, but are you ready for that? That's all I preach about. You don't believe? I've been doing this for 5 years, man. Eventually, maybe this week or next, sometime this month, I'm at Spotify. I'll start upload. Remember, by the way, it's a live podcast. 9 cell phone, 9 platforms. Nobody does what I do at all. Yeah, people do 3 or 4 platforms, but for the most part, either they're gaming or they're doing mammy. Go on TikTok. Whether they debate about mammy bullshit, black versus white, politics, Christians versus Buddhists. I'm like, yeah, but they're not talking about relationships. And respect when I say this. Respect when I say this, right? Like, I'm from the ghetto hoods, but I'm not in it. A lot of people in the ghetto hoods that are in it till this fucking day. And then once again, you can leave the hood, right? Go to the suburbs, good areas, but the hood leave you. It's energy. You get fucking loving hip hop, all them corny ass shows, cosmetically good looking, pretty, all that fucking product, which I don't give a shit about clothes and man-made bullshit, but they're dolled up, dressed pretty, right? But when they open their mouth, fucking negative energy, toxic as fuck. That's why in Seattle, the farmers markets, right? They see my tattoo, we have conversations, and they'll say things, they'll be like, I've had bad breakups. You can say a little toxic, but the way you describe what you've been through, and I heard your little pods, like, I've never heard any of that. I haven't gone through all that. I'm cool with my exes. We do co-parenting, we're best friends, platonic, no passing boundaries. I go, well, Miss Queen, because I was born and raised in the ghetto hoods. That's why. You're in the suburbs. This is heaven on earth. I'm born in hell on earth type of situation. So that's why you're blessed. You don't want to fucking do opposite track. I tell them Seattle, don't they know boys, especially brown black boys in the ghetto hoods at all from the south side of Seattle. They're all the same. They're all robotic. They don't know what love is. They know what toxic love is. But they know they got the looks, the body. Yeah, Spanish. Yeah, it's a language. It sounds sexy, cool, but it's a language. Languages have no feelings at all. And that's the shit. That's why I don't fuck with the ghetto. I'm not gonna ghetto hoods 1,000. I'm not gonna Spanish culture, Hispanic, Latino, Spanish 1,000. I say all the time. I want every dater. Out of all the races in the universe, the last one to date is a brown girl. Get the fuck ass, a brown queen. I don't date brown girls. Only brown queens, Hispanic, and Spaniards, either in the healing journey, preferably healed. So that's why like brown girls get triggered the way I say, like, you guys are people. It's like, no, I don't deal with toxicity. Talk in Spanish, toxicas. Partying, kick it, be wild. Cool, as my associate. I won't call you a friend because you're too wild. You're just garbage. Your environment's garbage. Your people, all y'all too fucking narcissistic as fuck. And you claim to go to church. God is good, but you're not good. Look at the life you live in. Look at your actions. That's why you're negative energy. And they don't like to want to say that. Like, I won't hold back. I keep it 1,000 round real. All my tattoos. Why should I be empathetic all times? No, it's 2025 times. It's not Jesus times, Buddha, Muhammad, Allah. No. Actions beyond the words every which way. If you don't like these words, keep going, keep pushing, keep scrolling. Go to the live sessions, go to the pod sessions that they talk about what you talk about. I'll keep it raw and real. I'm about to play some clips. And the best part when I play these clips, remember, it's my podcast, our podcast, but I can bring anybody in my podcast. I have like fucking thousands upon thousands of clips, and it's all about raw, real life, raw, real feelings. And the best part when I play these clips, you don't see what I see, right? All you do is hear. That's how you do once you use your imagination stations. And if it triggers you, that's a cool thing about triggers and what I'm calling memories and shit. If it triggers negative memories like you're sad, depressed, breakup, child trauma, talk to yourself as you're hearing it. Why do I feel like the way I feel? Who did it? Who was it? What was it? Why haven't let it go? Yeah, child trauma is the worst. Your parents, or the way you was raised, the bullying bullshit. Yeah, but here's the kicker. I call everybody the fuck out. Anybody that bullies, they're broken, codependent, scared to be alone, abandonment issues. They're not on a healing journey, they're on a journey. And then everything starts from home. Everything starts from home. To all the religious people and people that, even if you're atheists, you're going to hear the terms for rest of your life, your last dying breath, heaven and hell. Nobody has to die to go to heaven or hell. Nobody does. Don't worry about all that yet. If you're, born as a Catholic, I use the word idea of faith, I don't know. But when I wake up every fucking morning for almost, 5 years now, right? My heaven on earth, I'm blessed. My home, my peace, my temple, my aura. I gotta work on my home, right? But when I go home, I get in my car, I'm fucking blessed. I'm not dreading to go home. Everyone that gets in your car, ready to go home, and you're fucking, goddamn, I gotta deal with him, I gotta deal with her, I'm all alone, there's nobody by my side. Nothing wrong being alone. It's aloneness, you're lonely, no physical body by your side. I get that part. That's the codependency part. And here's the shit. When you start the healing journey, more on the waking woke journey, the last two phases of the journey, or AK journeys wise, you might be alone for quite a while because your energy might be too strong. I see black and white. A lot of queens don't like black and white. Life can't be that easy. It can't be that simple. It's fucking black and white's pathetic, respectfully. To tell people you want to speed up the process of the healing journey, have real support teams. Go on Spotify. You don't have to become a Buddhist now. Go out and type in, Buddhist teachings. Tati Tim. Older gentleman, he's got to be, I don't know, the king's got to be like 65, 70-ish, right? He went through a lot and shit. He speaks black and white like I do, right? But he keeps it very simple. Mind and body, which I've been preaching about mind and body for almost 5 years now. But I preach about mind, body, and what? Toxic relationships. That's what it says. Free therapy, toxic relationships. They don't say free therapy. Relationships are healthy. Toxic. Don't matter if it's a little toxic or hella toxic. I'm the one that tells you that the door's fucking right there. You bitching about each other, the door is right there. Every day you bug around, you both go through it. You wake up, there's the doors. But the door to leave the household, to go in and out, it's fucking right there. You have nowhere else to go to? Nowhere else. You got a car? Put your pride and ego away. Fuck them. I'm not dealing with them tonight. I'm going to sleep in my car. I can't do this no more. It's scary because why? Especially when you're too empathetic wise. Well, you feel like you're giving up on them. Well, you ain't not knowing because you're not on the healing journey yet. Or if you are, you haven't got to the point of the wake and woke journey. You fucking gave up on yourself a long time ago. You stayed for too long. You stayed for way too long. Because you pray, plan, hope. I don't manifest, but manifested. For the spiritual universe. You did it for too long. How did that work out for you? And I say all that shit respectfully. Once again, first baby moms, 12 years, 3 daughters deep. 12 years too fucking long. Till I found it up and fucking left. That's a long time. For the whole universe out there, remember to put fear in a positive manner, aka forewarning, right? The longer you are for the individual, the more it's going to hurt you. Whoever's more empathetic, all you nice and nice rolls, it's going to hurt you the most. Because you gave your all. You both did, but yes, you gave more effort more than they did. I comprehend the situation, but you both did it. And they see the victim mentality, I. It should be in more of the awakening journey. That's more warrior mentality. It's we did, right? So, once again, fear in a positive manner. Once again, the longer individual, the most it's going to hurt you. And this is, no one really says this shit. And we tell my body mentions make shirts and hoodies. You and I cannot get nor buy back what God the Almighty cannot give back to. What is it? Love, time, feelings. When you comprehend that, why they waste your love, your time, your feelings around people around you, especially by your side as a partner. Make that shit make sense. I just gave the answer. You don't have to comprehend that. God can give it to you. Ask God to give me 12 years of my life back. Your 2 years of your life. Whatever time you spend with an individual, that it was toxic as fuck. You can't get it. It's been fucking written. It's history. It's the past. Now you got two versions of the past. You sit and dwell on the past and negativity. They fucked me over. I lost $1 billion. They did you they did you fucking wrong. So how long you stay bitter for? And then magically you want to get another relationship and be lovey-dovey and bullshit, but you still stuck on your ex. And then you have the negative triggers and you bring your past to present and you fucking bleed on others that didn't cut you. That was not your intent. But that's what it's called, my neck tattoo, reactive abuse. You reacted to your past because your present partner said something that triggers your past, a feeling, a memory. And you take it on them. That was not your sorry, babe. All that, yeah. Sorries don't fix shit, especially do the same shit over and over again. Nah, that's insanity. It's a broken record. Trauma and bullshit. So that's everybody, man. You got to be very, very careful who you get involved with. A zillion people in all the fucking universe. Why are you stressing about one? Especially if you're in the healing journey. If you're in the healing journey, match energy. Match people in the healing journey type of situation. You have a better outcome on the overall. Don't go do opposite track. Because remember this, everyone does the victim mentality in the beginning. If, play the role of a sob story. Boo-hoo me. I don't have no parents. I got mistreated. I got bullied. My kids, we all say the same shit, do the same shit. You have the right to do that initially. Everyone's the victim mentality. Tell sob stories. If you're just all you blue pillars like I was, entertainers, you're just on a journey. You're not on a healing journey. Red pillars, the matrix dogs, we're on the fucking healing journey. We're trying to feel the feelings, or comprehend feelings to evolve in life. We're educators. We pay it forward. Hey, just to let you know, you don't have to comprehend because everyone has their own terminology. Don't do that. You shouldn't do that. Be careful with this. We got it Forewarn. No one has to comprehend. If they're falling on the face, you pick them up when they're down. Excuse me. I'm a little sick still. I got a molar removed. And take care of your teeth. Floss your shit. Brush your shit. I always cut it to my teeth. Now little by little they're falling apart. But I did it to myself. I was a sugar baby. Excuse me when I say that. But whatchamacallit. And that's just for everybody. And that's what I do. I made it about the universe 5 years ago. When I figured this life shit out, I'm calling every the fuck out. What? Call everybody. The big word all. I don't give a shit what you are. Religious, spiritual, atheist, good. Whatever you claim to be. Like, if you know this shit, been knowing this shit before, even before I started my healing journey at 39, all my tattoos, why don't you open your mouth? You don't even gotta show your face on social media. You just do audio. Fucking fake profile and everything. But you can tell a story. Maybe I bump into your shit. I'm gonna talk relationship. I'm hearing you elaborate. I'm hearing you play these little clips. Like, oh, you know what? That's the shit I'm going through. That got my attention. I'm going to sit here and listen. I don't have to comprehend. That's the whole universe. Especially the queens. He don't listen to me. No, queen. Everybody listens to everybody. We're hearing you and we're listening to you. That's called communication. They're not comprehending. That's on them. All this, you don't force your ways upon nobody. You have, my situation, you have to change. You have to start the healing journey. You have to leave. The word is very forceful, triggering. You should want to change. You should want to start the healing journey. You should want to leave. Once again, I'm not a Bible thumper. I'll open the door. I do all the time. I'm one-on-one in Seattle, Sarah Queen, God, the universe, whatever you believe in, right? We're all communication and we're all messengers. God told me to tell you, you can leave. You're scared to leave? I'll physically open the door. Yo, babe, let's go. Queen, let's go. Ready to leave? King, let's go. What? You told me your story. Are you ready to leave? But now, it's now or never, or we get tired tomorrow. Are you ready for tomorrow? How much time do you need to be ready to leave? And when you leave, will you go back? What? I'm asking you, like I was asking my support team, my real support team, almost 5 years ago. When you leave, will you go back? Because remember this, you can say, what do I say? You can't save anybody emotionally. No, you can't fix, change, save anyone in the universe. Physically, yes, you can. Emotionally, mental, spiritually, no, you can't. That is their toxic relationship. That is their own situation, but you can be supportive best as possible. But once again, if they're in trauma bonds and toxic relationships, don't be surprised if they go back, like you did. Anyone that goes back to toxic relationships, which I say toxic love, broken, codependent relationships, because you're trauma bonded. My back tattoo, which I'm doing a cross, right, for the religious people. Forewarn is the Catholic, right, but to get the religious people's universe, their attention, it's words. It'll be eventually a cross. Eventually, after the words are done, I'm going to have my boy do the outline of the cross. When I put it on social media, these platforms, they'll be, religion. Like, well, it's God and Jesus is mentioned, but it's not religious, like Bible passages. It's my notes to the universe, right? So the left side of it is a gap. So it's going to be, vertically wise, it's going to say, trauma bonds equal, twin flames equal, soul ties equal, addiction equal, capital letters, codependency. That's what it is. I need them in my life. Cool. Bet say that. You need someone in your life that's always emotionally abusive, verbally abusive, physically abusive, a fuckboy fuck girl, and they claim to believe that they're a good person, a religious person, spiritual person, atheist person, but they're mistreating you. And then I'll call you out. Do you believe God, Jesus, Buddha, the universe, the spiritual universe, your ancestors treat you the way he or she treats you? I doubt it very much, so why do you allow it by your side? Oh, because you're addicted. That's called trauma bonds. And just to let you know, you're done to comprehend, God, higher source, can't do it for you. What? He can't do it for nobody. Because that was factual. Everybody, our parents, our Greek, it would have been fixed a long time ago. The generational cycle would have been broken, and everyone, all the fucking universes would be fucking Romeo and Juliet love stories. There would be no those toxic, none of this bullshit going on. All these tattoos, these words wouldn't happen at all. So what I preach about, every day above ground, we all got free will and choice. What are you choosing? What are you doing? To be empathetic? The nice girl? To be narcissistic? The bad girl? A premeditated choice, which you are not changing, you are choosing. Black and white. That little saying will be tatted on my back. Eventually, I'll make my shirts and hoodies. Took all everything the fuck out. And the easiest people destroying the whole universe is everyone that's too codependent of being a good person, a religious person, a spiritual person, an atheist person. Because if you say you're a good person and I see energy, Queen, I can destroy the fuck out of you. I go to church, it's a building. We read the Bible, I can memorize. I got fucking ChatGPT. I have the Queen ask me all the time, because of the way you speak my energy, right? What's your sign? Oh, Queen, just to forewarn you, astrology, right? So that's I'm not against you, but if that's your universe, that's your realm, that's your gift. Before I tell you what I am, quote unquote, right? If you're too codependent of astrology, and then I don't speak astrology, I don't know Pisces, I know the terms. Communication, I don't comprehend it. It's intriguing, right? But here's the kicker. If you're too codependent of astrology, and the code, whatever, when I tell you what I am, quote unquote, and you give me the whole chart, I'll elaborate. But let's say scenario, an Aquarius and I don't know, Pisces are meant to be with each other. Then here's the kicker. And if that's the way you was raised, that was you taught, there's no way we should be in a toxic love, broken, codependent relationship. Of course, it was you was taught. But if we become in it and you get in it with me, then what? Why did it fail? You did the whole chart thing. Why did it fail? According to you on your side, it shouldn't have. It's because we're compatible, right? But actions speak louder than the words. That's why you have your beliefs, cool. But you always stay observant every which way. Study everyone's energy. Actions speak louder than the words every which way. People don't comprehend that shit. I met him at church. I'm like, A for effort. You met him at church? Awesome. I say God, you get wet. I say Jesus, Buddha, Allah, you get wet. Awesome. Because that's what you're into. That's beautiful. Nothing wrong with that. But would Buddha mistreat you? Would Jesus cheat on you? Will God be verbally abusive? I doubt it very much. So why the fuck do you have him by your side still? Respectfully. And that's the shit. And then here's the best part. I was talking to one of my nieces, right? I asked her, hey, what's up with you? And I have to give her shit with how the girl's doing. And she's not lesbian, nothing against lesbian, just to give her shit. I give all my niece and nephew grief. I go, how's the boy, what's up with you? You got a relationship? So what kind of was? What do you mean was? Sorry. Cotton mouth, I'm still sick. Whatchamacallit, well, we were talking, he said it why is all this, but come to find out that he's married and has a girlfriend, all this shit, and a kid. I was like, you didn't investigate nothing. I go, man, niece, I love you. See my tattoo, the cell phone right here? You're born with the cell phone. You can invest. It's so easy. People, once again, I say this maybe because I'm a geek techie. Potentially that's the reason why I think the way I think, right? But I tell people, I told chill out, man. It's really fucking easy. Next time you want to date somebody, a potential, take a picture of him, put him on social media, make a TikTok, put it on your platform. Yo, you know who this is by chance? Because he got my eye. We're talking. Do you know anything about him? Simple question. I guarantee someone's gonna respond. Hey, that's my ex, that's my son, whatever the fuck. Oh yeah, he's married. What? You told me single. Well, he could tell you he's single. I know him. He's married. Good to know. But no, I told her then go from learn from this. I didn't comprehend from this shit. If not, go find your face again. On top of that, like what's he do? What do you mean? What's he do? What's the life he lives? Does he work? He said it was. Oh, he works. Okay, cool. That's cool. But what is he? Like, he's a good guy, the bad guy? Well, you don't know, gang member, Cholio, gang. Oh, he's a gang member? Pff, they're all fucking fuckboys. And I told tell out, niece, I love you. You need to watch this state. To put fear in you. You don't comprehend this? 90% of these brown boys are fuckboys. They're hard workers. They do not work hard in a relationship. What do you mean? So you have 10 brown boys. You walk the street. 9 of them are fuckboys. And they go to church, pray to God, Allah, Buddha. They're not good people. You treat other people good, but not you. Just to put fear in you. Here's the best part. Why do I have a brown girl on my side? I don't date brown girls in Eastern Washington. They're not women, they're girls. And they go to church. They can't teach me anything about life. Church, God, born and raised Catholic. So are they. They're not on the healing journey. They can say that, but they keep dating brown boys, stick to their own race, and they're fuck boys. Respectfully. In Seattle, the west side, please. I have thousands of options. In the north side of Seattle, the suburbs, because why? The queens are there on the healing journey. In Seattle, I go DoorDash in Seattle. I'm DoorDashing, waiting for food at a restaurant, and they're talking about my tattoos. Can I take a picture with you? Can I take a picture of tattoos? Oh, you have more tattoos? My chest, put my shirt, I'm working on my back. Oh, shit. And what are we talking about? Life. Robbery of life, robbery of feelings. I don't know from Adams. A person dashing. That's the only reason we're talking is my tattoos. Because why? It's all about the healing journey. Excuse me. That's all I care about. I don't care about anything else. Your job, I'm happy, you're rich, money, power, and fame. OnlyFans, gang mafioso, president. Wow, these mammy bullshit titles. When you're going through sadness, depression, and your feelings, your mental health, quote unquote, ask that dollar for advice to life. They're the fuck ass for the whole universe. Ask your money for advice to life. Fucking crickets. Ask your body, your beauty, your lust, your looks for advice to life. Fucking crickets. It's your mind. My mind is telling my mouth and have these words come out. That's how I know people in the healing journey. We have deep conversations. People in the journey, the blue pillars, they talk about my own bullshit. I'll sit there once again. I'll have like basic conversations, small conversations, because I don't care about that stuff. Like, cool, yeah, you travel, cool. I'm happy for you. But I know if you're hurting in a toxic relationship, especially toxic relationship, or you're alone trying to do the healing journey, you can't figure it out. Like, yeah, I know it sucks and hurts being alone initially. The intensive detox of codependency. You don't need a partner. You don't need people. You want people. All this, which triggers a lot of people. What do you mean? No, kids. Kids are the only ones. I'm a single father of 8 kids. I do co-parenting, right? So the kids need their parents for now. The fucking word at the end, comma, for now. Like, kids give you unconditional love. Yes, kids give you unconditional love, comma, for now. What do you mean? You was a kid, and I say this all the time, kids are stronger than adults, especially in the ghetto hoods. How so? Because the kid, you can mistreat a kid, right? Be verbally, physically abusive to a kid, whip their asses. And they can potentially dislike and hate you a little bit, right? Hate's a strong word. They might say verbally wise, but they don't sit on that pain forever. None of that shit forever. They're crying, snot and everything with your siblings. They're still playing with the neighbors and shit. They move the fuck on. They don't sit there and fucking be sad and depressed for fucking hours, days, weeks, years to be. Because my mom and dad kicked my ass. No. We move the fuck on. Everything shifts. Our energy shifts. All this trauma and bullshit. In middle school, high school, typically, because when you catch feelings for somebody, and then because you didn't get fucking love at home, we think somebody else can give it to us. But here's the best part: I'm broken, they're broken, but we make each other feel good, right? We don't ask these questions. How your parents doing? Well, I don't got a parent. What? Well, I'm adopted. Or whatever it is. Well, I got parents, but it's toxic as fuck. They all go my ass, all that shit. There it is. Both of us have childhood trauma. In middle school, high school, magically you want to become a fucking couple. And we grew up with toxic love. Not fucking love, toxic love. There was love here and there. Typically, I'm not saying all mothers. A lot of mothers, for the most part, empathetic-wise. But then the mothers are traumatized from the father, she's too narcissistic. And then your mom's whipping your ass. Not because of you, because of reactive abuse, because the fathers. Domino effect. The generational cycle. And so on and so on. That's what I'm saying. Kids are stronger than adults. They would look at your own kids, nieces, and nephews. Watch them, observe them, watch energy. Wait till middle school, high school, typically when they get in a relationship and it becomes toxic, and either they get sold a dream or they sell someone else a dream. They fuck them over or they get fucked over. Now they're sad. Now they're depressed. Child trauma. Suicidal. On my neck tattoos. Suicidal thoughts. Fucking now they fucking become zombies. Addicts and addiction. Fuck these feelings. Fuck the universe. Fuck everybody. Cool. Pop your Xannies, blues. Do all that shit. Everyone's got a broken heart. We all have toxic love. We're all fucking become a zombie. And that's an addiction because you want to become super numb. You don't want to feel this feeling, but then you want to claim that you want love, but you're a zombie. As it being, all I see is squares, circles, and zombies. Matrix talk, coding, 3 codes. That's all I see. I don't fuck with circles. Definitely don't fuck with zombies at all. Once again, with the zombies and the circles, which are the narcissistic people and the zombies, addicts, associates. I'll be the real supporter. I talk to a lot of them, but that's it. We should hang out. I thought respectfully, I won't hang out with you. Why? Because your energy is not the best. Your environment is not good, and your people. Look at your people around you. I make you feel good. Yeah, it's a feeling. It's not factual. We're having these conversations. You're working on yourself. But then I go my way. You go away. Physically or on the phone, whatever the fuck. Zoom. How we having this conversation. But when I go home, I'm blessed. When you go home, will you survive tonight? Will you avoid the addiction? Will you avoid the toxicity and shit? Will you avoid the streets? But that's my peoples. Your peoples aren't fucking good. You're all fucking broken. Every single one of you are broken. Simple as that. You hate to hear that? I'll let you know. I was you. Broken as fuck, man. And thinking that maybe someone can, like, God's gonna send me this magic person to come in my life and then love me. Like, they could love me, but will I love them? And we all say, yeah, I love you. Yeah, you say love. It's just a term. That's all it is. But look at the way you're treating them or the way they're treating you. You think love hurts? Love can't hurt at all. When we say fuck love, like I used to say fuck love, love for the birds. I'll say love for the birds now because that's the old school traditional saying. And what do you mean by love? Love for the birds. Look at the birds. They're chilling. They're not going through breakups and bullshit, all this shit. Beings are, But love doesn't hurt. It's highly impossible. Toxic love hurts. That's the shit you don't want at all. You don't want your relationship to start good love and little by little shift into toxic love. Now you fucking have, we're in competition with each other. You fucking bumping heads every which way. What's up, Tilly? How you doing? How's it going? And that's the shit. Now toxic love costs you everything emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, potentially your own fucking life. Because your partner's too narcissistic, the bad girl, fuck girl, and they tell you they're emotionally abusive, verbally abusive, physically whooping your ass, cheating on your fucking ass, and tell you if you leave me, guess what? Then I murk your ass. Fuck, they've been whooping your ass. Would you expect that they're gonna magically become best friends? No. You might not be here tomorrow. If you're in that situation, you can't leave. The cool thing about technology-wise, what do? Hey, how you doing, number one? How's it going? You going?
Hey, how are you? Good?
Good to yourself?
I'm good.
Awesome. And
That's good.
that's how you do what you call TikTok. Hey, I have no problem with nobody, but if anything happens to me, look for my ex. There it is. And maybe tomorrow you're not here tomorrow physically, so now that everyone looks for your ex. Or you got it for one, hey, it's my ex. This is my partner now, what I'm going through. Don't get involved with them. He or she acts nice, they can't be nice. There it is, every which way for everybody. So that's what that's the cool thing about technology. Got it from Warren, share it to the universe. No one has to comprehend nobody. I'll be back. I get some water. Calm out sucks when you're sick. But once again, as a Forewarn.
Your tattoos.
Oh, thank you. It's all about life. It's no universe about life. Anything that's positive, negative, I put on my body. So, like this one right here is a TikTok. It's not her saying. It's some poet saying, but she went viral on TikTok. And when I heard it, probably 2 months ago, I was like, cool, bet I'm putting it on me. So what it says, which the way she says it,
That's cool.
it says, "We're not changing, you are choosing." So.
Sometimes this guy thinks I'm a man, but I'm not.
Well, you can go by your voice, but just be yourself and that's it, But yeah.
And one time there was a guy thought I was a man. Are you a man? Fuck you. I'm sorry.
Well, sometimes you can't tell behind the screen, potentially. I don't know. Don't let it get to you too much. Hey, what's up, Sam? How you doing? But whatchamacallit,
Can I add you as my friend? Is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
okay?
That's cool. Yeah, no, yeah, that's social media. Yeah, you can add me, remove me, whatever you want to do.
Okay. Okay, I got you now.
Hey, here's number 2. How's it going?
Hi.
How are you?
You good yourself?
I'm doing good.
Alright, I've cut all ties off. I'm getting into an apartment on the 2nd.
Okay, that's nice. What's the positive, you know? Happy that's working out for you, but remember
I
this.
still gotta talk to you about my boy, because I think a lot of what he's going through right now is, the house has talked about the fact that he's going through middle child syndrome, but also because of all the domestic violence that they were encountered for most of their life.
Well, that's the thing. Everything starts from home. So, like, if the home's toxic, the parents are toxic, it's child trauma. And that's when you grow up with toxicity, which is called toxic love. Like, you know, that's why it's, you know, like, the way he's acting is reactive abuse. Like, if he's cool with the siblings or not.
Well, the thing is, though, but he's still in the fight for flight. He's still in the defense mode. He's still in all that. Even though we're at a safe place. We're at a safe haven, but he's still been in that.
For all the time. Right.
And a lot of hatred. A lot of hatred.
Well, it's because for the most part, every kid wants to see the parents together. But the downfall of the parents are toxic. It's better to do co-parenting and squash it. If one side of the parents doesn't want to do co-parenting because of feelings, then you do, you know, if he's too toxic, he or she's too toxic, they have the courts, pillar parenting. But for the whole universe, especially the queen, is like
he wasn't
right, but he can get triggered and what?
He wasn't sorry.
Say it again.
It wasn't just DV on me. He would back them up in the corner. He would verbally abuse them and push. I mean, it wasn't just me. They didn't see toxic just in marriage. They saw toxic in him. Right.
So one thing about tattoos. So like all this bullshit with mammy history talk, mammy slavery. No, he's the slave master. You in the care of the slaves. Slavery happens every day above ground, especially in toxic relationships. I'm not saying all men, all women. A lot of men that keep boys are more narcissistic. We're not taught to at the healing journey. Just having these conversations. A lot of queens are empathetic. You're the slaves. You stay for too long because you pray and hope manifest that God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, the universe, the spiritual universe, your ancestors, magically will wake him up so he loves you like you love him. But how long will that be? How much trauma, stress, anxiety, and bullshit you go through with that one individual, one person in the whole fuck universe? You know,
love's not supposed to hurt like that, and he's
toxic
never
love.
gonna be faithful. So
Yeah, it's toxic love. Well, once they cheat, that shit's over. Anyone cheats, shit's over. Simple as that. But we stay because we pray, and manifest.
I appreciate you, and I know I've been talking to a gal here at the house, and I really want to start
People
going
don't know
live
how the
to,
whole world is tatted on your
show
body page.
the universe that this stuff's real. And
Right.
yeah, it's hard.
I don't know yet.
It's hard to go through it when you.
Tell you about how you been. No, it is, but that's the cool thing about social media. Like, I've been doing this for 5 years. I'll do it to my last day in breath until these platforms knows who I am. They boot me because, you know, positive talk, Robert conversations doesn't make money. You know, that's why the boys hate me, the queens love me. The men on the healing journey, they're trying. You know, they're trying. Oh, shit, I did the same shit you did. Oh, King, don't be hard on yourself. And I tell everybody, is your parents, is any of your family having these conversations?
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay, number one, take care, stay blessed, have a good day, nice meeting you. You know?
Yeah.
And that's the shit for... Ciao, take care, be safe. And that's the thing for everybody. I tell you, like, the healing journey, it's very painful initially because now you got to fall back, be alone, start the healing journey, you know, and try to figure this shit out. The more people are in a real support team, the more you progress in life. But remember this, nobody else will comprehend nobody. Yeah, at all. That's only you can do comprehension. I can't do it for you. I have 8 kids. I can physically save my kids, right? Physically. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually, no, I can't, you know? I think that's pretty awesome, you know? That's why I tell my kids as best as possible and have this conversation with them as best as possible because I tell them, hey, college, all this mammy bullshit, Gucci and Prada, that's cool, but get in a toxic relationship, you're going to lose everything. You'll lose everything. Because one person, it's fucking mind-blowing, one person, you lose everything, then what? And that's the shit for everybody. That's why fall back, work on yourself, date yourself, get to know yourself. You know? Hey, number 2, go to number 1. It's backfeeding because on your side, respectfully. Or if you mute yourself, either or. But yeah, typically, or you jump in the live. Yeah, there you go. It's because the servers they act up. Jump out of the live, jump back in the live. It should go away after that potentially. It's the servers that. It's a downfall. All these platforms that make all this money, and their servers suck and they backfeed and yeah. Lucky the reason I'm saying all this because the regulars on here, the lifers quote unquote, they're the one telling me, oh yeah, when people backfeed, have them switch boxes, jump out the live, get back in the live. Like it's a lot, man. But they make $1 zillion off all these people on these platforms. They can't even fix the servers, have the correct equipment, make that shit make sense. But anyways, let me play this clip. And once again, and I say this respectfully, right? So a lot of people say, in Seattle, I'm doing DoorDash, right? At the farmer's market, they'd be like, you see me, look at me, prison tattoos, 10 kilos type of situation, right? But then I talk to customers, bullshit with customers. DoorDash, I'm BS with employees when I'm picking up the, food order type of situation. And they'd be like, man, your looks are deceiving. I was like, the cool thing, you judge me. No, I go, chill out. You can judge me. I can judge all the time. I want you to judge me. Judging people is communication. Now, what'd you do? You sat there and you studied me and observed me, right? And now you see, my energy. Like, yeah, your looks are very deceiving. I look 10 kilos, right? Like, nah. Respectfully didn't live that life. Grew up with this shit. Grew up in the ghetto hood, but I was not in it like that. Respectfully, Lucky I didn't fall to this situation. Like a lot of my family and friends, and they're fucking, to this day, still in it, family and kids. And I'm like, fuck. I tell them, I pray for you. Not respect to you, sure, I pray for you, I have compassion for you, but more to your wife and kids. Like, the day that shit happens to your wife and kids, or you get caught up, it took 40 years to finally get done, but hey, every day above ground, we all got free one choice. You want to live that life, then live that life, That's why, if you if you want to live that black market world, gang mafiosos and shit, there's only 4 outcomes: beat up, locked up, shot up, 6 feet under, or the very rare case, I hype him the fuck up. He's a beast. Go on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. The Johnny Chang. So on TikTok, it'd be like so THEE Johnny Chang. So Asian cat, I'll play this clip. He's born, child trauma, all this shit, gangs and mafiosos and shit, right? And he did prison life, all that, and he got out. He's got that beautiful tattoos, deck the fuck out, right? But respect when I say this, he got in prison, became God. He found God, Jesus, the traditional stories you hear, right? And he's a Bible thumper. Nothing wrong with that. That's why I say respect for that term, Bible thumper. Like, talk about what I'm talking about. Raw real life, raw real feelings, talk relationship. That's what I preach about. His podcasts are all about what? The Bible, God, Jesus. Nothing's wrong with that at all. Jesus, Buddha, Allah. Nothing wrong with any of religion, atheism, whatever you believe, right? But the situation as a being, you are doing good as one being. What about the potential to be by your side and your friends and family, associates? What about them? All this shit. And when people tell you, like, especially nobodies, I call them nobodies, random people in the streets, when they tell you, hey, like, what are you doing with them? Why do you hang around those people? They're not good for you. That's my family, that's my friends, that's my partner. Like, yeah, I get it, but they're not good for you. They're guided for warning you. We're all communication, and we're all messengers. Nobody has to comprehend nobody at all. But you've been forewarned. What? When people can tell you, hey, I'm my first baby mom. 12 years of my life in Seattle. For 12 years, I heard that shit. Before you open your mouth, I'll be scared of you. I think she's been an angel. But then you guys talk to each other. Like, what are you doing with her? What? Her energy's not good. What are you doing? Well, yeah, she's beautiful cosmetically, but yeah, her energy's not good at all. But no one elaborated. I didn't even ask questions. My situation, if I see somebody, I'll tell them the same shit, but they can look at me crazy. Let me elaborate. I know I'm probably speaking Japanese to you, right? But your energy's beautiful. You're empathetic to my tattoos. You're a square, empathetic person. Your partner, cosmetic, they're beautiful cosmetically. This body can't give you advice to life. It's about the mind. They're circles. They're the bad girl, fuck boy, fuck girl. They're too narcissistic. You're love, full heart. They're toxic love, broken heart. You're doing opposite track. And she could look at me, he could look at me. You're crazy. I did my job. I got him forewarned. I walk away. I don't chase or beg adults at all. Why should I? Respectfully. I have compassion for the universe. I don't feel sorry for the universe. Because with the technology, it's all right here. The answer right here in the cell phone. The AI, chat GBT, and so on, right? And that's shit for everybody. I preach to everybody. You can have whatever man-made achieve every goal in the universe. Whatever the fuck. Respect me when I say this, especially in social media. All these queens, OnlyFans, hella money, power, and fame, getting paid every which way, but they're sad and depressed. How? That's the shit that blows my fucking mind, I'll play a clip in a minute. This queen, she's 23 years old, making 7 figures for being at OnlyFans. That's cool. She's making $1 zillion. She's like rich people. When she's sleeping, all these OFs making money like rich people. But when they wake up, sad and depressed, toxic relationships, mental health, and cherry top, they're zombies, addicts, and addiction. But they have billions of dollars. Make that shit make sense, man. And that's why I preach. It's time to choose a being. all this man-made bullshit, it can't do it for you at all. Oh, what up, Jack? How you doing, Jack? How's it going? Been a long time, brother. What's up, man? Been a minute, brother. How's it going?
To everyone.
How you doing? How you doing?
So what? You're surprised that rich people are also depressed?
No.
No.
Surprised
to you?
No. I'm not surprised. I'm saying in general, why, especially more the young generation. For example, like OnlyFans, right? OFs, right? Now I'll play a clip in a minute so you know what I'm talking about. So they have all this money because obviously content, right, on all these platforms, but then they play victim sob story, going through breakups, toxic relationships, whatever the hell it is. But they have all this money from the cyber tricks, like rich people. They're making money when they're sleeping, but they won't get no therapy, counseling.
Cyber what?
Cyber tricks.
Wait, cyber what?
Cyber tricks, like boys and girls that donate their
What is
monies.
that?
They donate their money to the content. They buy the OF, all that good stuff to subscribe, quote unquote, right? That's what I'm saying. Like cyber money.
Is this some kind of a stock something like you know, playing at the stock market, or how do you call that?
Not.
Stupid shit.
Do you know what OnlyFans are, by chance?
Kind of the gambling
Yeah,
effect.
you can say gambling. You can say that. You can say that if you want to. But they buy content. It's like, for example, keep it simple, black and white. The OnlyFans are the strippers, and when you go to a stripper bar, what is it? You use money to pay for a lap dance, right? So this is digital stripper and digital all that stuff. So she's making cyber money for the content. So that's what I'm saying. Like I had to give them grief in a positive manner because as they're sleeping like rich people, they're making money. Like some make 6-figure plus, some make and they're 25 and under. But here's the kicker: sob stories, boohoo me, and they're zombies, addicts, and addiction. They can buy 20,000 therapists, and they don't. My mental health. I got my VPD empathy.
They can buy them, but you know they don't need to buy them because they already have the money and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And they've tried.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure they tried, and you know,
Go for it.
if some of the people don't even try,
Mm-hmm.
that's not like you say, oh, they didn't try something else. They found something that works, that's good enough for them. Okay?
Okay.
For example, I could choose choose between, you know, taking weed
Mm-hmm.
or going to the psychiatrist and taking some of the pills that they might recommend, and then, you know, experimenting with all and see what the fuck works, because you know
Right.
how it is with these fucking
Correct.
pills. You never know what the fuck works and so on.
Right.
But at least, you know, the weed fucking works all the time.
Right.
So I don't have money for any of these things.
Mm-hmm.
They have the money, but they don't have to really. They don't go through this kind of extension of the mind where you have to calculate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how much does it cost? How is it going to affect me? How other people are going to you know, interpret this action and shit like that?
Mm-hmm.
They just don't have to care about all of this shit. So there is a whole lot of branches that they can just skip, just like that.
Right.
They just skip them over, and okay, where is the solution? Whatever the fuck they want.
Right. Well,
That's nice, because you see, it's good when you have whatever the fuck you want, but you started from a very biased how do you say, point of view,
Mm-hmm.
right? You've been taught that everything is allowed to you, but that's not the only thing you've been taught.
Right.
You've also been taught that you can also take by force everything that you want to.
Oh yeah, if you want to. Right.
That is something different.
Right.
Yeah,
And
that
most
sounds
people
exactly
don't
like
understand
President
that
Trump
about
does.
rich people and shit like
Who
that.
cares
Because
about
these
presidency?
people, they're not just, oh, we are naturally born with everything, having everything and all of that. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
most of us, we do. We are born like that, right? When you are born, you have everything that you need. You have your fucking mother, your father, you have everything that takes care your existence
Mhm.
and whatever the fuck you need, right? But after a few months, things become difficult. Things become, especially for the parents and all of that, and suddenly behavior changes
Right.
in the parents, and of course, when behavior changes in the parents, also in the child. And whoops, wow, we fucked up the child. Holy shit!
Well,
what the fuck do we do now?
Well, that's a child trauma. That's why the big term. If you want that big ass, all these conversations, the big term is called what? The generational cycle. Everyone's stuck on the generational cycle initially. Only you can break it. Nobody can break that but you if you want to. Or
I don't think there is a breaking point necessarily. And by the way, Coach, do you understand that after a while, being the person that you are,
right,
you are 30 something, 40 or whatever.
44.
I am 30 something or 30, whatever the fuck the age is. We are already past the the half of our lives, right?
quarter, half,
We could say now.
over it.
If somebody would come up and would give an offer, would you like to change yourself, to be another person and all of that? You do understand that the phrase in itself, to be another person, that also implies the death of yourself.
Right, correct. But now, by doing that, you're just running from yourself. We all want to be like, why do you want to be like anybody else? We're all unique. The downfall, we're just traumatized. Everyone's traumatized initially. That's why it's called the healing journey. Only you can start it. I can't do it for you. I have 8 kids. I can't do it for my 8 kids. I talk to them about it. And I forewarn, all my tattoos, map to life. Relationships, what? I'm your father. I hurt you with my word. Here's the kicker. There's your grandfather. There's your grandmother. They raised me, right? Why aren't they talking to you about what I'm talking about? All my tattoos. They don't know this conversation. All of my family, nothing against them. Every single one of them, till this day. They're stuck on what? The generational cycle.
I was talking, listen, can you imagine, for example, if I come to you with some, I don't know, some sort of a very logical proposition that is going to blow your goddamn freaking mind so much, in the sense that all of the dogmas, all of the things that you believe in, they will all be replaced by just like computers, right? When you make a bootable
drive,
whatever,
operating
Linux
system,
or Windows
right,
or whatever, right?
Operating system.
You overwrite everything.
Yeah, you wipe it, start fresh.
And suddenly, you have the same fucking form, right? It's the same USB stick.
Right.
It looks the same, and yet there is nothing the same there. Now,
right.
If I do that with you, with your mind, if I give you some proposition and suddenly I erase all of the stupid crap that I believe is stupid crap, right? Some other people may not. I don't know.
Right.
But anyway, let's see I am able to do that. I erase all of that and I replace it. I overwrite all of that shit with my stupid shit. Or some other. I don't even care.
No, you get it. I get it. Yeah.
You become a different person. When you say becoming a different person, do you know how many people use that phrase as it would be like some sort of a I am a different person now, like it's something good, like something wow, remarkable happened to me. No, that was your fucking death and you didn't even realize it.
Right. Starting fresh again.
How many people understand the fact that when they have a radical change in their lives, how much do they retain from their old life?
Well,
do they retain any of it? Or if you become a different person, does it really mean that you're actually, literally, a different fucking person?
Right. Potentially, it's a scenario. It's it's a 50-50 shot. As I say, take a leap of faith. Either it works out for the best and you're a different person, you have a better outcome, or you're a different person and it's still the same outcome. My personal opinion, if you're not doing the healing journey...
What do you mean by outcome?
What do we all bitch about in life?
Hold on. I have something to say here.
Go for it.
Number 3,
Have you ever played that game where you have a line of people, you whisper something, and you send it down the line, and by the time you get to the last person, the sentence is
Paragraph.
completely
Yeah,
different.
it's
That's
the
what life
broken-
is
the
like.
broken
Yeah, yeah.
wire,
You're the same person physically, but spiritually,
Emotion.
you're not.
Right, right.
I mean, I'm a Christian, so I understand that. It's like once you get saved, you change the sentence.
right.
You're still the same person, but you got something
You
else.
change the sins.
It's a new version of yourself.
Make me understand this.
It's a metaphor.
This is
Yeah.
It's a metaphor for life.
Right. It's
Yes, because you all Christian dudes, you all talk in metaphors. I know it's all. That's why it's all very confusing. So please try to be a little more.
I didn't speak in a hard
Explain the
metaphor.
idea.
You've played that game
Don't use
where you speak a sentence to
No.
another person, and they
I
continue
get the
doing
game.
that to other
The
people until the
information
sentence is
gets
changed.
lost. Okay, I understand the information getting lost. How is that related to what I was saying? Please make the
Because
connection.
the idea of the sentence is still the same, even if the words are different. You're still the same person,
So
even
you're
if
saying
everything's
that
changed.
if I change, if I manage to change myself, now I have experience in that game because I've done it a lot of times in my life, and I'm still doing it. And when I change, I still have some background memory, right, of what I used to be. But I don't know how much I use of it. Actually, I'm not even aware of how much I'm using of that memory.
right. The old
Because
version.
somehow I'm working on different parameters, different
a new
variables,
version. Right.
different ways of everything.
Right.
So when I say I'm a different person, I might have the background, but that background is useless. Like I said, overwriting that USB, a
It'd be
USB,
nice.
when you overwrite it, you can have a lot of data on
Right.
that USB that is not usable.
Right.
It's unusable. It's not worth. I don't know. Maybe for people in CIA or stuff like that, but it's mostly unusable.
Right.
So
my
you understand the difference when you become a new person.
New
What
version.
does it mean?
It's a new version.
My experience,
So Gigi, how you doing?
in my experience, the best thing to do is
Mhm.
if you're experiencing trauma from the past, or if you're having trouble forgiving people from the past, you ask them for forgiveness. That's the first thing you do. Or you say, I forgive you.
Right.
And then if they refuse to accept, then what you have to do is learn to forgive yourself.
Do it for closure
Forgive
for
your
yourself.
past self.
By the
You
way.
have to
Right.
learn to forgive yourself, or else
Right.
you're never going to let it go.
Facts. Oh yeah, it's for you.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Now, can I ask a very, very, I don't know, it will seem like a stupid question, but my years unfortunately caught up to this. Either you're a fan of Jordan Peterson or you are Jordan Peterson because your voice, god damn it, is so freaking close to that voice, that guy's voice that I can barely make the difference.
Jordan Peterson,
I can
Jordan's a
actually
beast.
feel the raspiness in your voice.
Well, I don't even know who Jordan Peterson is. I'm just speaking from my personal
A
experience.
psychiatrist.
As a Christian,
Yeah.
you know where all my wisdom
Yeah,
comes
he's
from?
also
The Bible,
a
the Word of God. Everything I've said so far has come from that.
Which is
I don't
good.
even know who Jordan Peterson is.
Yeah. Jordan Peterson is a psychologist.
Everybody says it's the word of God.
Yeah,
I know.
but-
you all think you actually know what God has to say. You really have that arrogance.
Mhm.
Can you please
I never
put
said
me in line with
Hold
that
on,
God?
hold on. I never said I was interpreting the Word of God. I just
Really?
said I was deriving things from the Word of God. I don't speak for God.
Oh, because you know the
I
word of
translate
God.
from God.
Well,
Yes,
Jack,
I
you
read it.
translate from God because you know that.
but you see, okay.
actually know that the things that you're translating were from the actual gods, whatever that is. You don't know what
Yes,
that is.
the Bible
God
is from
or
God.
whatever,
It's the
but
Word of God, the living Word of God. Yes, the Bible
yes,
is
but
holy.
you don't know what God is. But
But
Of course I
the
do.
Bible is from God.
Okay, so real fast, guys, time out. Okay, when it comes to this is a tricky subject. So when you talk about politics,
I know,
God,
I
so
know,
be
I
careful
know,
with it. Just let you
Whatever,
go.
we were talking. So.
No, I know, but just be careful. Like, me personally, once again, I'm born as a Catholic. I'm Catholic side, spiritual, right? So at the same time, I tell people like everybody has their beliefs. Me personally, I tell people once again, my family don't like what I say, like, but I go, God, nothing wrong with God, Buddha, etc., whatever you believe in. But here's the kicker: if you're suffering as a being, and whatever you claim to be religious, spiritual, you believe higher source of suffering, I doubt it very much. So why are you suffering? And respectfully, once again, born as a Catholic, I was taught, pray, read the Bible, go to church, A forever, which is good, nothing's wrong with that, right? Leave it in God's hands, right? But I say respectfully, how's that working out for you? Respectfully. Because
I know, but it just
I thought God's sad,
the
so if
goddamn
God's not
fucking
sad, then why are you sad?
discussion, and I don't know.
Number three, to build on what the host just said.
Do you really,
from my
you really
experience-
want to go on with me? And you do understand that when it comes to this God,
Just
I
listen.
can contradict you logically on every goddamn fucking
I
step that you're
don't
saying.
care about that.
And you
I'm
don't
trying to
care.
explain-
Well,
Jack,
why
Jack.
Why do you try
Jack.
to talk with me if you don't care?
Jack,
I care about what you
Jack,
say.
let him elaborate.
Why
Jack.
do you act like a fucking Christian hypocrite without giving a fuck about what I have to say?
Jack,
So hypocritical.
I know. Yo, Jack,
Typically.
just let him
Typically
speak.
with Christians and all of that. Please leave me alone with all of your gods and all of that. You stay with your God
Jack,
or
I'm
whatever.
not
you
elaborating
talk
on that
with your God.
anymore. I'm trying to explain that in my experience, human suffering is often caused by things that humans do, not what God does. God is there to help you, and suffering is brought on by people doing stupid stuff or doing stuff that's wrong. That's what suffering is. That's what I was trying to explain. Any suffering is brought on by, guess who? You.
Right,
If you
and
suffer, it's probably your own fault.
well,
Wow,
it
guess
could be our
what?
fault to a certain
I could
extent.
have said the same thing without the need of any God, and actually a child might actually understand
Right,
what the fuck is going on.
but Jack,
Because it's a matter of how reality works. There is no God, there is no. You have
well,
to
that's cool,
understand the
and that's your
mechanics
belief,
of
Jack.
everything that
His name is
works.
Jesus Christ.
But Jack, but here's the kicker, like, okay,
No,
Jack, you're atheist,
Jesus
that's cool.
Christ died a long time ago, and he's
And he
fucking
rose
dead, okay?
again. The grave could not hold the King
No,
of
he
Kings
did not
and Lord
rose.
of Lords.
Guys,
He's a
we're not
fucking
gonna debate on
vampire or what?
God and religion. Respect and say like we can talk about it. Once again, I tell everybody, born and raised a Catholic, but I'll mention God. I'll play clips of God, right? But I don't sit on it because respectfully, like if higher source, once again, religion, Buddha, whatever you believe in, we're taught that higher source can do it for
You're an
us.
atheist then, Jack.
No, he is, but it's okay. Once again, I'm cool. I rock with atheists. They're cool people.
Here's
Those,
what
but
I'm
his,
not gonna expand on it anymore.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it with this.
Good,
There's no such thing
finally.
as atheists. Atheists are only people who are
Good,
running
that's
from
fine.
God.
Okay, so you're starting to understand something, finally. Because the word atheist in itself means no fucking God. That doesn't mean no belief, okay?
everybody has their own beliefs.
And
Mhm.
for you, the rest of the so-called believers,
Mhm.
try to re-evaluate the word belief, and
I'm not
the
reevaluating
phrase to
anything,
be
man. I know
convinced.
what I believe. I believe Jesus Christ died. And
Yeah,
rose
you
again on
don't
the third
believe.
day.
I just said
And he sits at the right
reevaluate
hand of
that
God waiting
because
to
you're
judge
not
the
a
dead.
believer. You're not a believer. I am a believer. You're not.
Well,
Okay.
Jack, everybody has their own
This is
opinion.
if you believe
fucking
nothing.
difference.
You contradict yourself. You say
Really?
you believe
How do
nothing
you
and
know
you say
that?
you're a believer.
I just said I am a believer. How the hell do you know? I don't. I just said I am a believer, and you are not.
And you don't believe in
I was
Jesus
just.
the Christ,
I-
the God of the universe? Okay.
Oh, that's the only belief possible on this fucking universe. The only
Yes,
belief
it
possible
is.
is Jesus Christ. There
Yes,
are
it
no
is.
other
Well,
beliefs.
See, well, here's the kicker. So,
No, they're all lies. They are lies.
So-
It's very simple.
okay, so that's
Okay,
that's the problem
I
with
might
feminists is for
actually-
like religion, okay?
Man,
So you got
should
Christians,
not be-
Catholics.
You should never be in my freaking face ever.
Hey
Don't
Jack,
you
yo
ever
Jack.
dare
Well,
to be in my
I'll say
face.
what Jesus said. He's the way, the truth, and the life. And no
Yeah,
man
you
knows
have
Oh,
him.
my
no
God, my hair's
idea
frizzy
what
right
the
now.
fuck Jesus said. You have no idea, Nothing.
I
You
have
know
it written
nothing
right here in the
about
Bible,
Jesus,
actually.
and you don't know nothing about Christianity, and you
He
know
said,
nothing
"Very,
about
very, I
God,
say unto
and
thee,
you know
except a man be
nothing
born
about
again, he cannot
belief.
see the kingdom of God."
Nothing.
Well, here's the kicker.
Period.
Hey, Jack, can I see you real fast? And I say this term respectfully, right? So
Yeah, I know. I am aggressive.
no, Jack. I'm not even saying them to you. I'm saying in general when I say this, right? So once again, born as a Catholic, I'll talk about God, Jesus to a certain extent. Buddha, I preach about Buddha. Like, hey, I'm gonna say become a Buddhist, but Buddha was a beast because he spoke about mind and body, which is being selfish in a positive manner. Because it starts with you, not nobody else. Like, I can make you feel good, right? You're sad, depressed. Talk about God, Buddha, whatever. But when I go home, I'm blessed. I'm not sad, depressed. I made you feel good, but now that you're all alone, now you're still sad and depressed, you know? So when the
Just
term...
out of curiosity,
Go for it.
I have a question for you real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever noticed that Christianity is the only religion where there's a personal God and you're not just trying to become holy on your own right?
Yeah, because
Is that a kicker?
that's what we're taught for sure. But here's the kicker, like,
Wow.
but here's the kicker,
Is that a kicker?
Well,
but here's the kicker, respectfully.
dictatorship of religion.
Hey, Jack,
Thank you.
let me finish real
Thank you
fast.
for confirming that.
Let me finish real
Thank you
fast.
for confirming that as well.
So even if you're atheist, right, you don't have to be religious at all, but you don't hear the terms heaven and hell. No one's got to die to go to heaven and hell. We're taught in Christianity wise, behave best as possible, fear in a positive manner, right? But here's the kicker: every day you bug down, everything's taught from home. So tomorrow morning when you wake up, how is your home? Which I preach about your home, your four walls, your mental home, and your physical home. Your four walls, your home. Is it heaven or is it
I know
hell?
what you're talking about.
It's
It's
so
the whole message that your body's a living temple, and if you're saved, the Holy Spirit inhabits it. And no man can do perfect. The only person that could ever be perfect was Jesus, and he was half God. So
yeah, you can say that for sure. But that's again,
So that's the whole point of being saved. You accept the Holy Spirit in, and you're washed by the blood of Jesus Christ. So that you're
Even
considered
I,
holy
as an
to God.
atheist, I say, "Oh my God!"
but here's the kicker.
This is remarkable.
Lightning. That's
This
cool what
is
you're saying.
absolutely
What you're saying is okay,
remarkable.
right? But here's the kicker. My back tattoo, right? Because once again, no matter religious atheist, right? It says, as long as you live God-like, Jesus-like, Allah-like, Buddha-like, the universe-like, the spiritual universe, like, and then your answer is like best as an individual, then you are blessed as an individual. I reiterate, like, I'm talking about you. You can be a good person, but as your partner's not good, they're toxic. Then what? You both go to church, Allah, Buddha, whatever you believe in, but once again, church is a building, temple's a building, the book, but whatever you believe, that's whatever you read, that's beautiful. But as one being, how are you? Who are you? That's what matters. That's what I'm saying. Heaven and hell. No one's got to die. You live this shit literally every day above ground. If your home's toxic, you wake up scenario. Nothing against my first baby moms. She doesn't about the healing journey. There is no co-parenting. My tattoo, she's a Debbie mother. Nothing against her. No healing journey. So, for 12 years of my life with her, I live hell. I get in my car, I'm dreading to go home. I love my job, the universe, everything, church, Buddha, whatever, right? Respectfully. But when I'm going home, dreading to go home, and I walk in, we lock eyes, I call it the fuck you look. We lock eyes, fuck, you're here. All fucking night. And that was one night, 12 years of that shit to finally, I chose myself walk the fuck away. Respectfully. God's, hey, the door's right there. You go through the everyday bug around. I gave you one choice. What are you choosing? What are you doing? Are you staying or leaving? You might not leave today, maybe tomorrow. That's what I'm saying.
Can someone please
Go for it.
define that fucking God that you're talking about?
Everybody has their own terminology.
About it.
I don't
And
sit on
yet
that.
No
Mhm.
explanation of it. No
can do
way
that.
of
I can do
finding out if what the hell we are actually talking about. What is
Okay, I'll do that. I can do that
this
real quick.
fucking God that you're talking about?
I don't sit on God.
This God, well, he's three parts. That's also one part. God the Father, God the Son, who's Jesus, and God the Holy Spirit, who lives in those who believe in Jesus Christ and, to save their souls. And together they are all three one God, and that is Yahweh. That's
Yes,
his
we
name
have
in the
that in
scriptures.
standard physics. One particle, one
Atoms.
particle is made
Neutrons,
out
yeah.
of three smaller particles. Son
Right.
of a bitch. And guess what? They found out even more particles. Wow, whoop-de fucking do. Okay, you remained at three. So you have one particle made out of three. Okay. Go on, please. Like I said,
Well,
I'm
he's not
trying
a
to understand
particle.
the mechanics of these
God's
things
not a
because
particle,
you're still
he's-
speaking metaphorically.
He's a divine being. He's a divine being or
What does it
entity
mean to be
who
divine?
reigns over all.
What does it mean to be divine? You're using again another word that means
Okay.
nothing.
God's divine because he can't sin. There you go.
What does it mean to sin? Again, something that means
Do wrong.
nothing.
God cannot physically cannot do wrong.
Well, can I jump in that really fast?
What does it mean to be wrong? Okay. Oh man, if you can
Well,
explain this,
God's moral law, the
maybe
Ten
you might
Commandments. That's what it
finally
means to be
explain
wrong.
to yourself what God is.
You know,
You
thou
might
shalt
find-
not kill, thou shalt
Right
not steal, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not bear
Yeah,
false
blah, blah,
witness,
blah. I know
love the Lord your
commandments
God,
and
thou
all
shalt
that
have no
shit.
other
I
gods
can
before
give
me.
you a few more
That's what it
commandments
means
if
to
you want.
sin.
Can I say a
Really,
number?
that
Hey,
would
Jack.
mean to sin to not obey my laws, the laws which were written by some people upon a mountain where no one was around, right?
Jack,
And
the
somehow
whole
they
point-
came
Jack, you're
down
missing
and
it, you're missing it.
these are the
You're
laws
missing it.
given from some god or whatever,
God-
and you have
God
to follow
knew
these
no one
fucking rules.
could follow the law perfectly. That's why Jesus died. He was the final sacrifice for sin.
And we're still sitting
Now we're
there.
not
He was
bound
not
by
the
the Ten
final
Commandments. We're bound
sacrifice.
by.
Every day-
We're only bound by two
every
commandments
day
now.
there is a
Love the Lord your God
sacrifice.
and love your neighbor as yourself. Those are the only two commandments
Every
we're bound
day
by.
there is a sacrifice. What
Right.
is sacrifice to you?
Right. No, that's
Maybe
facts.
you're
There's
not
no more need
aware.
for sacrifice.
Every day
Jesus
people
was the final
die.
sacrifice.
Well, you
Right.
can say
That's
God
not good.
talk.
The rest of
Sacrifice, that's
us
just
we live
people
eternally
killing
in a
people.
blissful fucking
Well, nobody should kill
ignorance.
nobody. Like
Or
my
what?
my personal opinion, I'm gonna tat on my back,
Thou
right?
shalt not kill.
Right,
It's
but-
just that simple.
Well, okay. Here's gonna be a trigger subject for religious people, right? And I love talking about the religious part, right? So God, born as a Catholic, right? All my life, I didn't start speaking spirituality, Buddha, etc. I've already started studying Buddha because 3 months ago, you know what? Spotify, technology, my cell phone tattoo. I tapped in Buddha's teachings. Tati Tim's a beast. I was like, oh shit. He was born about whatever 1500 or 25. No, take about like 2500 years before Jesus, right? And at 35 years old, he was born, raised in the kingdom, all like Rajas, right? His little story. And he preached about mind and body. That's all he sat on, nothing else. You know, everybody has their own beliefs. You got Muhammad, all these spiritual leaders, right? So,
You know what?
They are
I will
not
at
beliefs.
least give you this bit of wisdom.
Mhm.
That
Still
the
don't,
Buddha
you still
that
don't get
every
it. These are not beliefs.
Jack, let him speak, please.
the Buddha that everyone worships isn't even the real Buddha. The Buddha everyone worships is some random fat Chinese guy who liked Buddha's
There's a-
teachings. Buddha was actually a skinny Indian dude.
No, I know. Well, that's why. So yeah, Buddha, right? The Buddha, but there's many Buddhas. For example, you have Jesus, right? And you have the
And
apostles,
Jesus is the
Right.
opposite, you know?
right? So,
Buddha is
but
the fat fuck.
right.
Jesus, you know, is the skinny guy who didn't.
It doesn't
eat
matter
for
about
almost
looks.
40
Too, he
days
was a
or
skinny
something
Indian
like
dude.
that.
It doesn't matter if
I'll
your
give
body,
you
you're skinny or
another
fat.
one. Buddha-
For being fat.
Huh? Go
The
for it.
fact that people started a
God damn it.
religion around Buddha is ridiculous because Buddha
Why?
never claimed to be a god.
Yeah, he never did
And the
that.
fact that people worship him is sick.
Of course, he
Well,
has
but here's
that
the well. See,
good
that's a
manners,
tricky
you
subject.
know?
Me personally, like tell people, hey, I say Buddha because it's mind and body. Go to Spotify, Tati Tim. He's like the second person that pops up. He keeps it simple, black and white, and he's. I think that cat's probably like 65. Don't quote me now. Maybe 65, 70 years old. So he speaks, you know, COVID, all this shit, but he focused on mind and body, which I preach about. Mind, body, and toxic relationships, because no matter what you claim to be, whatever, atheist, religious, spiritual, get in a toxic relationship and take energy, and now you're sad and depressed. And God, my tattoos, you can pray, hope, manifest all you want, but look who you have by your side. Every day bug down. And you're the most religious, Buddhist, atheist person, but you have the devil by your side. They take energy and you're God. Whatever term you want to use, tat on my body. Positive, negative, conscious, and subconscious. I have it on my body for a reason, right? So, but responding to say this, back to the God talk, right? Born as a Catholic, like Spotify, hearing the Bible again as I'm door dashing. Like the Old Testament, respectfully, these God's wars, I'm like, Old Testament, God's murking people. These holy wars, I'm like, yeah, I don't believe in. I skip that respectfully. New Testament,
Respectfully, Coach.
vibe with Jesus. Vibe with Jesus. How can you be a God, quote unquote, respectfully, and you're murking people? Like the whole thing with real fast. The story with I don't want to miss say the name.
Too much more. We're going to get that respectfully word out of your.
Nah, well, it's
mouth.
because it's
Just
freaking
shit on
subjects.
it.
It's true.
Really?
No, everybody has their own beliefs, right? But here's the kicker.
respectfully, blah blah blah, and respectfully, blah blah blah, and all of that. Come on.
There's a story here.
Testament,
2 seconds, real fast. Bear with me. I have a bunch of notes. Let me try to find it. It's a small story, but
Respectfully.
the thing is, the Old Testament is the Bible concealed. It's God doing for his people, the Jews. The New Testament is the Bible revealed. It's Jesus giving it to the Gentiles too.
right. But the Old Testament, respectfully, like it's a lot of like okay, these little holy wars and like we go kill this kingdom and not just like the warriors, right? Kill family, the animals. I'm like, damn, that's what the Bible said.
Dude,
God said, like, yeah.
was on a period.
You know?
Okay,
The
he
Old
had his
Testament-
period. That's why this is
The
an
Old
argument
Testament, other
for
than the
God being
Jack, let him finish,
actually
please.
a woman.
It don't matter. It could be a frog.
She, God,
It don't
was
matter.
on the period. She was so angry at everything that she wiped everything out.
But
Well,
anyways,
besides
Testament,
Noah
basically,
and
other than
whatever, a few
Jack.
and the fishes, of
Other
course.
than the-
Well, they don't
Jack,
mention
let him
that in
finish.
the Bible, the fishes.
yo,
and all
Jack,
that.
let him finish. Come
other
on,
than
dude.
the wisdom of
Mhm.
David and Solomon, which still applies to the New Testament because it's just wisdom. It's nothing. It's
It
not
pays it
history or
forward.
anything.
Right.
Most of the Old Testament is just the history of what God did for the Jews. The New Testament is where the bread of life comes
Right,
in. That's
Jesus.
Jesus.
Right.
That's the most important part.
Well, but see, that's
The New Testament is the most important part.
correct, and that's why I tell people respectfully getting into religion, like just to forewarn you, you don't
Do you
comprehend
know any other
when you,
history besides
when you start
that?
reading the Old Testament, you
know,
need to be like
before-
I did,
before
like
the
hey,
old,
Hey.
Most of the Old Testament is just there to prophesy about Jesus, and then the New Testament's where most of the meat is in the Bible.
right? No, for sure.
That's where you
It's a more
draw your
positive version of the
spiritual
Bible,
life from.
and I say respect once again. I'm born as a cat. I'm
is
like,
there anything else before that?
what do you mean?
Well,
I mean, you know,
Genesis
there
1:1
were
is in the
Sumerians,
beginning in
Babylonians,
Revelation.
all of that. Do you know about that?
That what, Jack?
Well, the
Are you
beginning of
aware that
Genesis
there
is
were
creation.
tribes before, like, I don't know how many thousands, sorry, not thousands, maybe
Zillions, who knows?
hundreds of years ago.
But once
There
again,
were people on this
Well,
planet.
I don't know.
What
people don't realize
was
about
it
the
there?
Bible
Was there a fucking
that-
Bible for them there?
Well,
I don't worry about
what
it.
people don't realize about the Bible is God gives you the roadmap right there.
What?
For the whole world.
But Jack,
He
check out.
says,
The whole world.
I will,
Go for it. Number
God
2.
says in the Bible, I'll create 6 days and rest the seventh. Well, he's not just talking about 1 7-day period. He's talking about the entire life of the earth, the full 7,000 years, 1 whole week. And the first 6,000 he works with us, and the last 1,000 he
7,000
reigns.
years according to what cycle? When you
Bible.
measure, when you have a measure of time, you do a cycle
According to
upon what?
the verse that says, "A day with the Lord is 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is as a day." And the
What's
earth
a
will be
day
around
and
for
what's
one
a
holy
year
week.
and what's 1,000 and all of that?
Well,
Based on what? What
Oh,
is
now
the
you're getting into
reference?
really
Do you
specific
even
stuff.
understand what that means?
It means the
Do you
rapture's
understand
coming
that
very
every
soon. That's all
cycle,
that means.
Every year, every month, day, year, whatever, we need a reference from which we say, oh, finally, a cycle has ended. A day, a cycle has ended as in, I don't know, a year or whatever the fuck, right? But we have a reference to say that, okay, we know the cycle has ended and the new cycle begins.
but
What is your
Well, the
fucking
cycle-
cycle in that damn Bible of yours?
Well, we're currently in the sixth
Well,
period of 1,000 years, and this cycle doesn't end until AD 2033, which means the Great Tribulation should start next year. Have fun with that.
Like 2012? Is this the new apocalypse?
No. This actually has concrete evidence in the Bible. 2012.
Oh, the concrete
Me-
evidence, right? Because the last time people were talking about it, there were no concrete evidence, right?
That came
Now
from
you have
the
concrete
Aztecs.
evidence.
That came from the Aztecs.
Yeah.
That was stupid.
well, once again,
That was the
me
Christian-
personally, I don't get too
Because
deep on
the
that because
Aztecs,
I use the word idea
Their
of faith.
religion was so
I don't know.
stupid, right?
I just know I'm living
They
my life right now.
actually had more astronomical and mathematical knowledge than the rest of you Christians, and yet their beliefs were stupid. But yours, you believe that somehow a woman got pregnant with a divine child with divine, again, undefined term, right? that woman got pregnant without being fucked, and here we go. We have the Son of God. So God fucked the woman without fucking her,
That's a story like that with Buddha's moms.
So basically, Christ died, and that signified the end of the fourth day. We started our calendar in the year Anno Domini, the year he was born, which was 30. So he died 33 years after he was born, meaning you just add 2,000, you get 2033, and subtract 7 from the Great Tribulation. That's 2026. Very easy.
He died before he was born.
No, 33 years after he was born. We started our calendar of Anno Domini the year he was born.
So he died. Do you understand what you're saying? He died.
Julius Caesar made a mistake. He started the calendar 33 years earlier than he should have.
Before he was born. You're talking about that idea of reincarnation. Maybe that is the closest thing that I can talk about.
I can't talk to number 3.
I cannot say anything close.
Well, number 2, I say your spellways, right?
In your fantasy,
he got out. Well, this is the situation, right? When I say especially,
he
like,
died.
Go for
and you know what? He first died, and then he was born. Wow. Wow, that is remarkable logic then.
Well,
I cannot wait to learn when he is going to when was he born to get dead? You know, because usually to die, that means you have to be born first.
Right, but anyways,
logic doesn't seem to be very consistent.
Well, that's why respectfully, I don't like to get involved with those man-made subjects. Like, I'm more of the Catholic. I'll mention God. I'll play clips of God. I tell people you can be atheist as long as you're patient enough, open-minded enough. You don't have to, I'm gonna say, become Christian, Buddhist. No, if someone's speaking, they're telling a little story, the idea maybe you might comprehend. You don't have to comprehend, but the cool thing is, maybe they plant the seed, give an option, there's something to work with. Nobody has to comprehend nobody at all. Zero. You have your beliefs. I got my beliefs. Whatever you believe in. But here's the kicker. What I preach about is the one that want love, relationships, family, and kids. How can you say all that shit, quote unquote, and then you're in a toxic relationship?
You might be able to make a difference between believing in something,
comprehension,
whatever the fuck you believe. These are words that actually have very high connotation, and most people ignore this shit.
Right.
Like it's just another slogan given from some politician.
Right.
Or whatever.
Right. But that's the kicker.
From TV.
Right.
You believe, and I say no, you do not believe. You're convinced. There is a very, very big difference between these two concepts alone.
Right, but I don't get into the debate about that.
Most people are not aware. They don't even want to talk about it.
Right, and they don't have to talk. Here's the best part. They don't have to talk about it. Nobody has to talk about nothing. I give you black and white simple. Higher source beings, whatever you believe in, we're all communication. We're all messengers. Zero. Nobody has to comprehend nobody at all. You have kids, niece and nephews. You raise them up. They can believe for now. And when they grow up, you know what, Dad and Mom? You took me to church, Buddha, whatever. Now I'm an adult. I leave the household. I want to become an atheist. I don't believe in nobody. That's their choice of free will. Nobody has to comprehend nobody at all. But I focus more on what? Relationships.
Hey, you know what? I believe in you. I believe in some people and all of that. I can say that.
Yeah, that's cool. That
doesn't
everybody has their own beliefs.
That doesn't mean that, oh shit, I'm convinced about all of the things that are going. No, I might be wrong. That is the idea of belief.
Right. That's what I use the word.
Something that means there is room for you to be wrong about your belief.
Correct. As long as they're patient enough, open-minded enough to have these conversations. Nobody has to be patient. For example, like him, obviously Jackie's getting impatient with you because he had enough patience to a certain time. I'm out. And respectfully, before he got out of here, I was gonna call him out. Okay, you're a Christian, Jesus and God, and you call Jack stupid. Like, that's called bullying. And then I was gonna say, well, Jesus say what you said? it'll probably trigger him. Like, no one's perfect. We have our flaws, but that's a situation. Everybody has their own belief. If you want to be
sorry, but the Jesus part is too fucking easy, man.
It's okay. Once again, I respect you, Jack. I don't sit and worry about that. It's a story.
All these remarkable people. Why can't we just take them as like the rest of the geniuses that this world ever had?
Right, but
there was Jesus, there was I don't know, there was Gandhi, Muhammad, Buddha, whatever the fuck. All of these people tried. What did they actually try? They tried to change the fundamentals of the fucking system that we were living in.
Right, but here's the kicker: it's man-made.
So hard to accept?
But it's man-made. Here's the best part: all these boys and girls.
It's man-made. Jesus was a man. Everybody.
Right, but here's the kicker: with Jesus, Buddha, Muhammad, these spiritual leaders, they were using words. They were using man-made bullshit. Regular people, they're too narcissistic. What do they use?
We don't know.
No, they use what? Man-made bullshit.
How do you know?
Go for it.
You really think you know what Jesus actually said?
But it's a book. Yeah, Jack, you read books, right? Everybody reads books. So the book's either it's a 50-50 shot. It's factual or not factual.
Right now.
I don't worry about it. Hey, Jack, I'm not going to waste my breath on things I don't know. I respect you. I use the word idea and faith. So, I could ask fucking ChatGPT, what Jesus, Buddha, they were a spiritual leader. They elaborate because AI. Right, there it is.
So, it's a matter of belief, right?
Right.
But you don't
Nobody
say
has to believe.
These are the right words, this is the right story, this is the right history.
That's old school terminology.
What he said, or this is whatever the fuck.
Right. But see, I'm not a Bible thumper.
What belief means.
Right, but I'm not a Bible thumper.
Some sort of skepticism. It's implied.
Right. But here's the kicker.
Otherwise, maybe we are using the wrong words here.
A lot of us are. For example, like, they say love hurts. How can... If higher source is love, how can we say love hurts? It can't. It's highly impossible. Toxic love hurts. Yeah, you don't want toxic love.
Yeah.
That's the shit. It's terminology.
Hard to love. And can you define what the fuck love is? Again,
once again, if higher source is love... If higher source is love, whatever, it could be a fucking asteroid. That's your love, right? That's your God. How can higher source hurt? The love is consistent. It's highly impossible. It's toxic love. It's energy talk. It's matching energy, positive energy. You're positive. I'm positive. We're not bumping heads.
Energy thing,
yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's all about energy.
I don't want to get into that.
It's really simple. Your energy is science and bullshit math. I don't care about man-made subjects. No, it's. If you show me respect, positive energy, I'll show you respect, positive energy. You got your beliefs, I got my beliefs. As long as you're patient enough, open-minded enough, I love having this conversation. We're talking and vibing, but remember this: you got your universe, I got my universe. My beliefs, your beliefs. I'm not better than you.
No, you don't have your universe. We all have the same universe.
No,
we all live
spiritual talk. Spiritual talk.
And
Jack.
we all have different interpretations.
Right. Exactly.
About the same fucking reality.
Right, but here's the best part. Ready for it? Everybody bitches about life, right? We all bitch about life, and then when we get in toxic relationships, it fails. But why does that fucking shit fail? Because before I met her, she had her universe and her fucking life. I had my universe and my life. The intent is to make two people to become one and be compatible. How's that going to work out for everybody? Especially do Trisha's Corny when we go on dates, all this bullshit. We ask the incorrect questions. And here's the best part for everybody. I preach about doors. The door's there for everybody. I can leave, you can leave. Nobody has to stay, no matter how much you gave. Respectfully. So that's what I preach about. Raw, real life. Raw, real feelings. And toxic relationships. Relationships are healthy. Toxic. Or, no one has to talk about your feelings. Fuck it. But you want love. You don't want to talk about your feelings. I respect your boundaries. But the day that your partner wants to ask you about the same question I asked you about your feelings, you're going to shut down, push them away. But you're religious, spiritual, atheist, whatever you claim to be.
You do understand that you're using words that are not yet defined. You're trying to make logic.
No one has to comprehend nobody. I speak the way I speak, and that's it.
Not
right.
You do understand that logic works.
What's up, number one? How you doing, Gigi?
Defined,
how you doing, number one?
consistent words and all.
Right, but here's the kicker. Ready for it? For everybody black and white? Because I speak black and white. I live black and white. These words.
Yeah, I can be black and white. I'm a fucking programmer.
Right, but here's the right, Jack. But here's the kicker. These words these conversations, these languages have no feelings at all. So how's all the universes and their feelings about things that they have no feelings at all? Make that make sense? Let me elaborate. Sad whenever feel sad.
Explain.
Depressed whenever feel
Explain
depressed.
feelings.
I am breaking it down. Breakups don't go to breakups. Addiction doesn't worry about addiction. Only beings do. I don't worry about none of that shit because that's the old version of myself. I don't need people. I
What
want
are
people.
feelings,
Mhm. Go for it.
my dear IT guy, please, what are feelings?
Jack.
Because
What?
again, you're using another term to
What if-
describe human behavior,
Yeah.
and yet
You see
the
feelings
term
everywhere.
is very biased, very interpretable.
If you want to make it hard for
So
yourself.
you better define that.
Feelings.
goddamn
Okay. Sad's a feeling. So why are you sad? If anyone's sad, why are they sad? That's a feeling. It's a negative feeling. Negative energy. What took your happiness and made it sad? What went from positive to negative? Conscious and subconscious. Whatever term you want to use. I don't go.
Positive to negative. What does that mean? What does that mean, positive to negative?
You was
You
happy. You was
understand
having a
all
good
these
day.
words
That's
are
positive. That's
interpretable.
happy, Jack. And then what took your happiness away? You're just having a good day. Love my job. Love my family, my kids. And all of a sudden I'm sad. I'm depressed. I have anxiety. PTSD. All my fucking tattoos.
Alone again.
What took it? What or whom took it from you? And why? Why did you allow it? Black
Can
and
you
white.
understand
Uh-huh.
anything mechanical?
I don't care about mechanics. Jack, I don't care anything about mechanics. I just care about feelings. That's all I care about. Because I'm a single file away kids. I lost 2 families. If I'm not sad and depressed, right? I lost 2 families, 8 kids, and you have no kids, and you're sad and depressed, how and why? You could be the best fucking biologist, atheist, Buddhist.
I'm pretty
How?
much
Why?
know why. I know why I'm depressed and all
But how
of
can
that.
you? But how can you be sad and depressed with no
It's not a
kids?
goddamn
With
fucking
no- hey, Jack, with no
competition,
kids, you're
if
sad and
you haven't
depressed.
noticed.
With no kids, you're sad and depressed. I lost 2 families, 8 kids deep. I should be sad and depressed. I should be a zombie,
You're
an
making
addict stuck in
it-
addiction.
you're making
Why am I not that?
competition out of this.
Why am I not that?
Yes, and in Africa,
Make that make sense.
there are parts of Africa in which people die of malnutrition. Children die of malnutrition. And all
Yeah,
of that.
you're doing like
Okay?
history 101
So
back
there
in
you go.
when I was in
This
7th
is
grade,
a
6th grade.
competition, what you're doing, and this is a you know, it's emotional blackmail.
Okay, Jack.
So,
And why are they
instead of
starving?
doing emotional
'Cause the government.
blackmail,
Oh my
maybe
gosh,
you can
life's so
define
hard.
some of this.
Why are these countries? Why are these people suffering? Because the government. Oh my gosh, that was a big conversation. Black and white, straight to the point.
They are still trying to understand why they're suffering. That
Government.
is not a illegitimate
It's all the
question.
narcissistic government.
It is a
Simple as that.
legitimate
Black and
question.
white.
They don't know where to get the information from,
Really?
and they are too suppressed
Okay.
to get, you know.
Why
to
is
get to
Mexico
the
poor?
fundamental of things.
I'm not born in Mexico. My family's from Mexico, right? I'm Mexican American Chicano. I'm from the States, United States of America, right? So why is Mexico poor? Why is it suffering? Very simple. The government, the fucking gang mafiosos, the cartels. Oh my gosh, I've never been there in my life. How do I know that?
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
There it is, black and
Go
white.
on,
There it is.
And I'm going to ask them.
Mhm.
Pretty much the same as I ask everybody. Okay, why do you think these mafiosos and these
Gangs and bullshit.
gangsters and
Right.
whatever the fuck?
Mhm.
Where do you think these people are coming from? How did they get to be mafiosos or whatever? the
That's a
fuck?
simple.
How
That's
did
an easy.
this happen?
That's an easy answer. All my tattoos. I'm gonna tell them
really?
back. Ready for the answer? Every day above ground, we all have free will and choice. What are you choosing? What are you doing? To be empathetic? That nice guy, nice girl. To be narcissistic?
See?
The bad boy, bad girl. Fuck boy,
Wrong
fuck girl.
answer.
A premeditated
You
choice.
already
Wrong
got the
answer. Jack, I could be nice today.
Individualistic,
Tomorrow I could be mean.
that is
Everyone's got free will and
egotistical,
choice.
individualistic,
Everyone's got free will and choice.
incomplete.
Everyone does.
Yeah,
Everyone has free will and choice.
I'm telling you the opposite. Nobody has a
Really?
goddamn fucking choice.
So why are you sad and depressed? That's free will and
It's
choice.
not about the choice.
Jack, why are you a zombie
about
and addict and addiction?
understanding
Why do you go to the bottle? Why do you
what
cry
you
to the
have
bottle? Why do you go to the
And not
bottle?
only you.
Why do you go to the bottle? Your kryptonite. It's just a fucking bottle.
Hmm,
I wonder why.
because
So when
it
you was a
the
little
only
kid,
thing
Jack,
that seemed
when you were
to
5
work
years old,
out.
you told your mom and
Guess
dad,
what?
Mom and Dad, when I grow up, I'm gonna be alcoholic. That was your future, right? All you zombies, addicts and addiction, to stabbing your fucking chest.
I never
When you was
said
5
that.
years old,
Why would
when
say
I grow up, I'm gonna be
What
a
the
zombie
fuck are you talking
and addict and
about? Okay,
addiction.
you're
Yeah.
You're starting to say bullshit.
Are you not
What the fuck are
alcoholic?
you talking
Jack, we know who you are. Your bottle's your kryptonite.
I am alcoholic.
Yes,
but I
why
never
are you
said,
alcoholic?
oh,
Why are you a zombie? My tattoos, respectfully, tat on me. Why are you a zombie? The bottle
I
doesn't need you.
explained
You need the
that
bottle why?
before,
Yeah,
and
I know you did.
still didn't understand the fucking
I
thing.
comprehend it. So when will you stop being a zombie and fucking be married to the bottle? When? When will you let the bottle go? Nothing's wrong with casual drinking,
When I
casual marijuana, but when you need it, codependency, addiction, when will you let it go? Stab you in your chest a little bit. Get your attention.
When are you going to understand that
Mm-hmm.
this relationship,
Mm-hmm.
okay, it is a relationship.
Yeah.
Okay, when I say relationship, maybe this word might be too complicated for some of you people because it is interpretable.
Right. Friendships,
Okay,
relationships.
I'm going to make this a little more simple. Feedback, as in, I send something towards you, you send something towards me as
Energy, okay.
a response to
Right.
what I send to you.
Mm-hmm.
Now that is just a very, very brief and very stupid explanation of how I am connected with absolutely everything else. Imagine that every atom, every molecule, every
Don't go deep now.
electron, everything.
Okay.
Why should I? Because I'm trying to explain a fucking term.
Some people might not understand that.
You don't
Make it black and
understand all
white.
these
Simple.
terms. Yes.
Science. I don't care about
And
science.
what am I explaining right now? Isn't it black and white?
Some
Isn't
people,
it
if they want to
black
care
and
about
white
atoms and
enough for
neutrons and all that, I don't. Once again, me as a being,
Do you understand?
I don't care about none of that. Go for it.
1 and 0. I just explained to you 1 and 0 feedback.
Mm-hmm.
I give you a request. 1. You give me back the information, right?
If I want to
0
respond
and
back,
1
yes.
It's just that. So there you go. You have the zeros and the ones that you so much wish for.
Communication and
Okay.
comprehension. Right. It takes two, right? So communication,
All right.
hearing and listening. I don't have to comprehend you. I don't have to respond. That is my free will and choice. Nobody has to respond to nobody. Everyone that speaks, that types, texts each other, everyone does communication. They're hearing, they're listening, they're reading. Nobody has to comprehend nobody. Black and white. That is their free will and choice. It's for everybody out there. Nobody.
Dude, if it were black and white, people might actually understand something.
People
Most people
don't like
don't.
black and white. People don't like simple. The way I speak, I carry my tattoos. It can't be that simple. Like life's pathetically
It doesn't
easy.
matter.
Simple as that. It's really easy, and that's
If
what I
it
preach
were
about.
Black and white, it was even more simple. And guess what?
Mm.
Most people would have understand it if they had the right conditions. That's
Conditions
something you
and
don't
real
want to
support
talk about.
teams. If they have people that actually elaborate, check out. You don't have to comprehend me. I'm a guy for warning you. You do whatever you want to do with this information. That's it. That's why I say everyone's communication. We're all messengers. I have 8 kids. None of my 8 kids have to comprehend me. All my 8 kids call me crazy. All my 8 kids go toxic relationships and fall in the face. And I behave it out. See my tattoos? And you're my kids. The answer's right here. Tat on me for a reason. You don't have to comprehend it. Go on 1,000 relationships. Go fall on your face. Go become a zombie and add to addiction. You think you're the first zombie in the whole universe? Before you were born, fucking drugs been here. And look at them. They're still stuck on this shit. You know what I do? My 8 kids, when they say, Dad, Mom, what's wrong with that person in the streets? You have homeless people. Go in situations like
Dude,
mental
you
health.
have
Then you
your
have the
own
addicts,
fucking
the zombies.
agenda, okay?
I tell my
And
kids, you want to do drugs? There's your future. You want to see your future? Right in front of your face. What? Touch drugs. Become suck.
Right.
There's your
That's the
future.
way to
Black and
call
white.
the future of
Fear in a
everything.
positive
So
manner.
you wanna
It's-
do drugs? Okay, there's
Yeah,
your
fear in a
future.
positive
Really?
manner. It's the
This
truth.
is the way you
It's
do
facts.
things.
1,000.
If you were my goddamn father, I would have killed you.
Yeah, and you would guess what? By you saying that, you'd be go to jail,
You don't
prisons,
deserve
monkeys.
to be a goddamn fucking father.
Hey, what's up? Hey, Caleb, how you doing? No, yeah, but here's the kicker. Why do you gotta get physical? Why do you get triggered? I'm gonna get tied my back. It's gonna say a monkey can fight a
I
monkey,
get triggered.
right? A monkey can fight another monkey.
Burrito.
Hey, what's the number? How you doing? How's it going? And then whatchamacallit?
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mean to interrupt your sentence, but I appreciate what you're doing on here, man, sharing the light and positivity.
Oh, thank you. I just tell stories, but thank you. Like, I just try to get people
You're
to...
telling there's truth behind everything, though.
Well, everybody has their own beliefs, right? I just tell people, like, if you have something positive in belief, share it to the universe. Nobody has to comprehend you, but maybe I'll tell you
You're right.
one person.
I see your name. It says Rito Lightworker. You see my name, what it says?
Let me see what it says.
The teacher.
Cobb the Goat 777. Oh yeah, spirituality wise, yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I see myself as a light worker too, brother, and I just appreciate what you're doing, man.
Oh, thank you.
You got to, because there's people here to wake people up.
That's
and
the
whether
intent.
you choose to accept that or not is the reality of things.
Well, that's on them. That's why I say whatever. I tell people, higher source, whatever you believe in, and beings. We're all communication. We're all messengers.
Well,
Nobody
you.
has to comprehend nobody.
I just woke up. Now, because I've been so waken up from you. Now I have a shit ton of questions. Are you able to deal with them? It seems like you are not very able. Like so many of you who say, "Oh, awoke. Let's wake ourselves up." Yeah, we wake ourselves up. We start asking.
It's the Matrix.
Actual questions, actual fundamental questions, and we ask the people who woke us up. And when we ask them, they say, "What the fuck? No, that's not what I was saying. No, blah, blah, blah. No, I was talking about something else, blah, or whatever the
Well,
fuck."
that's why you have a conversation,
So,
Jack.
What does it mean to be awakened?
That's the spirituality
What's
talk.
it mean? I'll let him
You want
answer
to
that.
be so...
If you want to go by the term, for example, Buddha, I promote Buddha, right? At 35 years old, he started working on himself.
And fuck all of
You
them.
can say
I
that,
don't
Jack.
care.
What's-
Just
right.
say what the fuck do you mean by that?
Because why? Because
If I am able to
go
understand
for it, Jack.
that, for example, what you've said about family, toxic relationships,
Yeah,
all
preach
of
about that.
shit,
Yeah.
right? I am able to translate all of that into a different language and to
Right.
see it actually in a more fundamental way. It's like, do you understand from programming?
Yeah, computer talk. Yeah.
Higher level.
TV is programming. Don't watch TV.
Right. But Jack,
I
that's
don't watch TV,
Jack, but that's
I
coding.
don't care about your TV.
Right,
You
but
are
Jack,
talking about
but here's the
something
kicker.
else.
Take coding away, then what? If you don't got coding, then what do you got? You got the AI, right? You got Skynet Genesis waiting. But here's the kicker. It's coding. That's cool, but some people can't speak coding.
Got the AI. What AI? What? Are you talking about the GPT you still have? Dude,
Go for
do
it.
you understand that? God damn it.
Uh-huh.
Jesus fucking Christ. Now you just changed the subject on me.
No, because once again, Jack, you're a geek techie coder, programmer. I'm a fucking geek techie. I'm the doctor. I fix computers. Your computer's slow. If you have a hard drive, there's your problem. Pull this shit out. Put SSD.
Yes.
Right.
That's
there it is.
one of
End of story.
reasons I
Black and
entered
white.
This life,
Right,
I didn't
right.
talk anything about this.
Right. So my
But
point being is,
No, because the discussion is on.
You're
Fine,
right.
let's make the fire even bigger. I don't give a shit.
Okay.
The thing is
go for
that
it.
afterwards,
Mhm.
people are going to go, back to their sleeping shells
Yes,
and all of that. And
right.
they'll see. I don't know. They might remain in their own universe, but they will be
Their own
stressed
beliefs, their
out.
own lives.
It
Yeah.
doesn't matter if they will be changed.
Everything
or
is a perception. Just know that.
Well, it's like the movie The Matrix, but here's the kicker. I tell
not.
people,
Oh shit.
this is a live session, right? I'm on
It's a
night
mindset. Everything is a mindset and perception. How you perceive it is how you're gonna see it.
as a being,
If you wake your mind up,
right?
you know what I'm saying?
No, yeah. If you wake your mind up, a lot of people don't know what that means.
If
That's
you wake your mind up, you can do anything. Like they say, we only use 12% of our brain. I use more than 50%, and people think I'm crazy when I say that,
How
but
do
it's
you
true.
know that?
but once
How do I
again,
know that? Because I know that.
How?
every,
It takes the faith of a mustard seed. Like Coach Rito was saying, he pushes Buddha. Well, I believe in everything plays together in itself.
Oh, yeah,
That
no,
makes
the-
sense. All the
Asking
wisdom
about
and
your
knowledge.
damn beliefs. I'm asking, how do you know that you're using more than 50% of your brain? How do you know?
Well,
that?
I'll tell you this. I'll give you one physical example. I can astral project.
oh yeah,
That's
spiritual.
how I know I use more than 12%
That's spiritual
of my
talk.
brain.
Oh, just fucking another lunatic.
Yeah.
Just
a
fucking wonderful.
number one. I'll just say number one. I don't remember your name. Number one
the hell
with
is
Jack.
Say Caleb.
Caleb. Okay, Caleb. That's what I thought. Okay, Caleb. With Jack, respect me just to forewarn you. He's a geek techie coder, and on top of that, he's
Yeah.
atheist. So when it comes to spirituality talk, That's a no. If you're not showing
Here's the
him
problem. No
Cody,
problem.
right.
I don't force my beliefs on anybody.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
respect everybody, but I believe it all plays together in a certain aspect because, like, you believe in Buddha, he's atheist, I'm a Christian.
Well, see, I'm both as Catholic, but I'm on the spirituality talk. Yeah, on both sides. So.
With that being said,
Okay,
everything
so
plays
are
together
you able-
and together.
Right. Well, see, that's the shit for everybody.
Are you able to change? Because listen, again, I'm trying to work out the logic of the words that we are using. Believe
Yes.
is one of these words.
Mm-hmm.
Most people on the fucking planet use this fucking concept, this fucking word, belief, without them being aware that when they say I believe, actually they are saying I'm convinced.
I know.
Of.
Yeah.
That is fanatic behavior. Can you make
You make sense, Jack. I'm gonna ask you this: you believe in AI, right?
No, I believe.
He
You
uses
appreciate
that.
AI. You appreciate AI. Let me say that.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Alright,
Yes, I
So,
believe in
so
AI.
next time you go on a Chat GPT, next time you go on an AI server, ask it what's the most probable religion on this earth, and see what it says. Ask Brock or the Rock on X
Why
on
would I
Twitter.
ask
Ask that one or
something
another
like
one. Just ask it. Just
Why
find out what
would
it
I ask
says.
something like this?
Because I'm just trying to help you understand.
Well, that once again, that's a codependent technology for all of us.
I
Like,
can give you the answer. I can give you the direct answer, and I don't need a GPT for that. The
Alright.
GPT can answer
fair.
whatever the fuck it wants,
right, the coding.
and I know the GPT is going to answer according to my background, to the history of the thoughts
Gotcha, yeah.
that had
Well,
Yes,
it's,
that's
it's
how it
coding.
works.
It's man-made,
Based
yeah.
off what it
with the
started
history that it had.
But the cool thing
So,
about Chat
He
GPT
might-
wise is
he
what?
or she or whatever it might tell me,
Yeah.
I don't know, Christianity or whatever the fuck, or maybe no
Yes,
religion,
Right.
yeah.
atheism, or whatever the fuck. All I can say is pretty much that after
Mhm.
at least a few hundred years, and this is a belief, remember, I'm not convinced of this.
Right.
Okay?
At the end phase,
Yeah.
50-50 shot.
So make the difference about
Yeah.
that.
I use the
I'm
words at
saying
the end
that,
phase.
okay, I am speculating that maybe in a few hundred years, the so-called beliefs
Uh-huh.
that we have today, spirituality, gods, Jesus, and all of that, will be, at the how do you say? The place of
Forefront? Or
mythical figures, mythical stories, and all of that. Okay.
Potentially. Well,
Now,
why worry about that?
What are people going to do? Because they have to replace all of that shit with something.
Right.
Is
Well,
that
You're right.
they're
You
actually
well, you believe
going
in
to
higher
start to
power.
understand
Uh-huh.
how reality works.
right. Well, see,
That
that's
is the mechanics.
right.
The mechanics and the physics, right, of everything. That is the God
Mhm.
that I believe in.
Right.
And I don't call it God because I don't see the goddamn fucking point. No, it's fucking mechanics. That's pretty much it.
Right. But once
So let me ask
again,
you this:
Mhm.
you don't believe in nothing, but what
I-
powers it?
Did I say? What did I just say? Did I say
You
I
said
don't
you're
believe in
atheist.
nothing? Being an atheist does not mean you don't believe. You believe in nothing. That is a
Gotcha.
bullshit
I
propaganda
apologize, Jack. I didn't mean to
given
offend
by
you.
your-
I'm not aware of what atheism is. I just thought that you don't believe in any gods or
Atheism means
monolithic.
a God without
Yeah.
a God. I
right.
don't believe in gods. Okay.
Oh, I
That
understand.
is-
I understand now.
Their God could be science. It could be math. It could be whatever history.
Anything. It could
Yeah.
be
yeah,
anything.
yeah.
Yeah.
But once
It can
again,
be even your freaking spirituality.
right? No. Once again, it's
Because it
all these
doesn't have
beliefs.
to do with
Right.
a God.
Right, but that's once again,
Gotcha.
everybody has their own belief. Nobody has to comprehend nobody. What I preach about is the people that quote unquote want love relationships. That's the dilemma right there. Jack, you're atheist. The intent to know what your love language, your standards and boundaries are, and you don't date. My standards, I don't. Let's say my situation. I'm born with a Catholic, I'm also spiritual, but I don't date atheists, right? Because that's my standards. So if I decide to date someone that's an atheist, then how's that going to work out for both of us? Because then anyone being the subject of that, then it causes altercations. But we're good couples. It's just those beliefs. Huh?
Rito,
What's up?
if we, each and every one of us,
Mhm.
if we were going to go
Yep.
after the standards
Huh?
that we have been taught,
No, I'm not talking about
been
top standards, your standards.
indoctrinated with, I don't care. It doesn't matter which kind of standards. Each
Yeah,
and
it
every
does.
person would go to with the standards that
Mhm.
it has been indoctrinated.
Right.
with.
That's why I say
It would be a total fucking war on
It's-
the whole fucking planet.
it's happening as we speak. I'm born as a Catholic, right? So if I say Buddha,
Yeah.
my family don't like that. If I say Allah, they don't like that. Because I'm you know, and for example, they're Christians, Catholic. Nothing wrong with that.
I know
But
that.
if I say I'm gonna go
That's why I
to
don't talk with my family.
go with my friends to the hall because of Jehovah's, they get mad about that. But once again, that's their beliefs. They taught me that. But I'm an adult. I can do what I want. I can believe whatever. I can be atheist if I want to, right?
No, it's not their belief. It's not their belief.
If it's not their belief, then why they mad about it? Because I talk about Allah and Buddha.
It's not a
Really?
belief. They are convinced.
That's their
That's
belief.
Fanatic behavior, fanaticism.
Right, and that's their
Okay.
belief.
Try
Every
to
which
make
way.
a difference between belief. I believe.
Go for
that,
it.
You know, for example, the cigarette I'm smoking right now.
Yeah.
I believe that the smoke
Uh-huh.
that I see out of it is coming out of this fucking cigarette. Okay, it's a belief.
That's not belief. That's facts. That's not belief. That's facts.
Convinced.
Any
Information.
anybody can grab a
I
cigarette,
don't know that.
light it up,
Yeah.
and we know it's supposed. A kick, but it's gonna smoke something come out of it. We know that. That's once again, belief, idea, and faith. For example, like I use the word idea and faith. I don't know. If I don't know, I don't sit here and debate about it. Born as a Catholic, higher source, I have idea and faith of reincarnation. I don't know. I'll find out when I kick the bucket, but for the time being, I don't worry about that. I don't really sit in. Why should I? Respectfully, today might be my last day
You
here.
say you know this and that.
Yeah.
You do understand physicists. There are physicists still on this planet who are debating their fucking theories about how reality works.
That's cool. Then that's their idea and faith. That's their choice of free will.
That's cool.
That's
That is a fucking catastrophe.
That's their choice of free will. If they want to waste their life on that, that is on them. I pray for the universe. I have compassion for the universe. I don't feel sorry for the universe. Everyone's got free will and choice.
You want to waste their life? What do you waste?
That's not my
your
life.
on? Because it seems
Uh-huh.
from your words, it
Go.
seems like everybody is pretty much wasting
On whatever they want to.
doing
Jack, on whatever they want to. I waste my life on a positive manner.
Free will.
I preach about what? Robbery of life on my tattoos, robbery of feelings, and toxic relationships. You can be the most, whatever you claim to be, coder programmer, but then magically, somehow you got sold a dream and you're in a toxic relationship once again. But I preach about doors. But the door's right there. You can leave, I can leave, they can leave. Why are you scared to leave? That's what I preach about. I don't care what you do in life, respectfully. Money, power, and fame, God, Buddha, but you go home to the person you bitch about, to all the universe. Not metaphors. Whatever you believe in. You can, once again, you can be atheist, but you bitch about your partner. You love your job, you love the universe, you love everything, but you bitch about your partner. And I'm the one to call you out, because I used to do the same thing you do. Hey, I used to be you. Every which way. So why do you have to go home to the person you bitch? You just told me about her, him, you don't like them, they mistreat you, so why are you going back to home to them?
Fucking be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Just say it as 0 and 1 and stop with the damn metaphors.
What are you talking 0 and 1? I'm talking about toxic relationships, Jack. If you love your job, love the universe, and then magically...
First of all,
Yeah.
relationship,
Uh-huh.
and then toxic and all. Okay,
There's
explain
two.
these words. You do understand all of these words
Uh-huh.
need to be defined.
Relationships are healthy, Jack. Toxic relationships are toxic because why? What's toxic? Anything that's negative. If you show love, respect to your partner,
What
your
is
friend,
negative? What the fuck is that word? Negative?
anything that
Is
takes your
even
feelings from
sexual?
positive to negative. Jack, why do you make this shit so difficult? But I know why. Because you're a coder programmer.
That's what I'm saying, man.
No.
It doesn't have to be that difficult.
No. But Jack, remember, there's all the big word all to call everybody out. All the coder programmers, they want fucking this big diagram to say what toxic is. They just can't be. Look at this. Let me show you. If you want to show you physical, Jack, let's go to a family that's toxic where the husband is beating up the wife. I mean, you see that? That's love. That's healthy. You'd be like, no, that's wrong.
Example. That is
Yeah.
not a definition. That's an example of
That's called
something
toxic.
that we still have not defined.
Jack, I'm not gonna sit here forever. Once again, if you don't, here's the best part, Jack. If you want to figure it out, you're go to programmer, right? Go on Google, TikTok, type in it. What's toxic?
Dude, I am not trying. I'm trying to help you out.
Yeah, you don't have to help. I don't need help.
Other people
I
out.
don't need help. Thank you. I'm blessed.
Yeah,
Every
you
which
do.
way.
Yeah, you do.
Jack,
Sorry, but you really
If I did, am I the one that wakes up every day to a fucking bottle? Jack, your boyfriend and your God is that fucking bottle. When you let the bottle go.
Yeah, and guess what? My bottle.
You're a zombie.
and my
You're
belief-
dude, your fucking mind is a beast, but your kryptonite is a man-made fucking bottle. You're alcoholic. For how many more years? How many more hours, days, years to be would be a zombie?
Works better when it comes to logic
That's good.
than what you do without any kind of bottle.
Hey, enjoy that bottle. Enjoy that bottle. Die with that
I
bottle.
can have
That is
it
your
or
choice
not
if you
and
will.
Still have a better logic than you have.
That's
So
good.
please,
Then go buy your bottle every day,
just
buck
try to
ground.
understand.
The day that there's no bottles being produced, Jack, you might jump off a cliff. Cause yeah, you can't function without the bottle.
Yeah.
Welcome to codependency, addiction. Oh my gosh, life's so hard. Fucking apples and fucking pears, black and white, all my tattoos.
Yeah,
Straight to the
who
point.
cares?
Yeah, simple as
I
that.
didn't jump. As you can see, you're still talking to me. I'm
Mhm.
still here, so therefore,
Mm-hmm.
can you make this discussion as trying to learn from each other instead of
Jack, you can rewatch this.
smarter?
Jack, go to my YouTube, go to my Spotify. It's right there. You can watch it 1 billion times. I'm not gonna reiterate again. Respectfully,
Right,
you want to
okay,
know about that? I just
okay,
preach about
do
relationships.
your
Go for it.
Okay, I wanted to ask you anyway about Linux and
Nah.
system resources and shit like that, but
Mhm.
forget about that. Do your thing. I know with the Catholic.
I don't sit on Catholic. I'm born raised a Catholic, but I don't sit on that. I mention it.
I don't know.
I don't sit on that. I sit on toxic relationships, Jack. I sit on your mental home, your mental health, and your physical home. That's what I sit on. That's how I mention God, Buddha once in a while.
About the mental health because we are all fucked up.
Right. Initially, yes, you're right. We're all fucked up. We're all broke. My tattoos. Broken heart, toxic love, and we're all fucking numb. We all, because why? Our fucking homes. The big term, the generational cycle. Only you can break it when you start your healing journey if you want to start it.
On the other side.
Nobody has to start the shit. No one has to start the healing journey. You can stay broken for the rest of your life. Play the victim, tell a sob story. Boo-hoo me. I don't have no parents. I can't see my kids. I got fucked over. The universe hates me. I'm a zombie. Say what you gotta say to your last dying breath. You're on a journey. There's only 2 journeys. A journey, a healing journey.
It's
Which
about
one are
the
you?
journey, not the destination.
Yeah, well, eventually we get somewhere, but we don't stress about where you get and all this.
Exactly, but it's about the journey.
Right,
I agree
it-
with you, Rito. It's about the journey, not the destination.
Yeah,
when
so
you get to
it's-
the destination, you're gonna be unhappy.
Well, when you figure it out,
You
that's the
don't pay
shit for
attention to
everybody.
the journey.
That's what I preach. That's
Yeah,
why.
it is.
That's why I go live with my tattoos. Like, yo, like I try to preach about. That's all I care about. You have your own beliefs, cool. I'm happy for you. But when you go home, especially in your car, you love your job, you love the universe, but you're dreading to go home. You don't gotta go to heaven and hell. That's your dungeon. Your sentence in your hell on earth. If you're dreading to go home to your partner, or like, I go home by me. I'm a single father of 8 kids. 3 years single. I'm all alone. I don't have a partner. 3 years now. I'm not scared to go home. I'm like, fuck.
Are you Samoan, Rito?
Nah. Mexican American
You
Chicano.
look Samoan, man.
I hear that. I get all types of they say I'm all types of stuff, but I'm just a being. I just see energy, positive, negative. That's all I see. Coding talk, all I see is squares, circles, and zombies. That's all I see. Good people, bad people, addicts stuck in addiction. That's all I see. Which one are you as a being? I put everybody in categories. That's why in the Matrix, coding, right? Neo when he becomes woke. That's all I see. Squares, circles, zombies.
Like John Wick, do you believe in like the high table and everything?
Talk
Oh.
to the guy, don't talk with me.
The high ends, yeah.
Okay? Don't
Well-
put in code because you don't know code.
I know code. I just told you, Jack, my code. My
No,
code.
you don't.
All I
You
see is
don't.
squares, good people, empathetic people. All I see is circles, bad people, bad boy, bad girl, fuck boy, fuck girls, and then
So
zombies.
You don't really know code.
I just told you my code, not your code, not man-made code, my code. All I see is 3 energies, positive, negative, fucking lost. That's all I see. 3. No matter where you claim to be,
Anyway,
kumbaya,
I
whatever.
just told you that you don't know. If you want
I don't know man-made code. Yeah, Jack, you are correct. You are correct, Jack. I don't know man-made coding. I know my coding. A massive difference. I don't give a shit about man-made coding. But here's the best part. All these alcoholic zombies, the fucking AI is right there. It'll tell you the answer to life. You still won't talk to it. And the AI won't ever become a zombie. Humans will. Beings will. Make that make sense. The cell phone. All the answers to life right here. I promise you at 1,000. But,
I don't know how
love you guys. I gotta get going. I gotta go pick up some laptops.
saying right now.
So,
Do you,
Much love, Rito.
yeah, but you guys take care. Be
Positive, man.
safe. Take care, Jack. Love
Hey,
you, brother. Be
the
safe.
negative energies are gonna try to attack you, man. Just stay good. Stay positive.
Always,
They
brother.
touch you.
Stay
You're
blessed.
alive, they're not.
Negative energy is- oh, I'm the spook.
Take
I'm
care.
serious. I'm serious.
Later, Beagle Squad.
The spooky energy,
Later,
negative
Facebook.
energy ghost.
Later, TikToks.
Right. So, what other negative things I am supposed to do? So you have to defend yourself, so other people can say, "Oh, defend yourself." Oh,
I can fight the universe.
right, and
My
you're
face
the
tattoo.
warrior.
Face tattoo. I challenge all the universe. 2D through 10 in the Matrix. This is an easy conversation. So,
If you had the big
I don't need people.
universe tattooed on your goddamn fucking face,
mm-hmm.
you know, maybe all of the scientists would have looked, would have taken your fucking face
Uh-huh.
and just put it on a freaking wall.
They should have.
Said, this is
Right,
is
but here's
how
the kicker.
The world works.
Right, but the downfall, they won't do that because why?
Finally, we have
Here's the best
answers.
part. I debate people at the farmer's market, and they're scientists, right? And I tell them, and I know them personally, and they're zombies, addicts, and addiction. And I tell them all the time, look at, you're a beast with your mental, right? Science, all that shit, but look at the bottle, the fucking meth, oxys and shit. That's your God, that's everything. Look at you. Why are you doing that shit? I'm not doing your shit. I should be doing, I lost 2 families. Make that make sense. Respectfully, that's why I call me the fuck out. I lost 2 families. Why the fuck? You know what? Everyone hits rock bottom. We all lose
Makes
shit
sense
in
of
life,
all of
right?
these things, but you don't have the patience to go deeper. You
I don't care
want-
to, Jack. I speak black and white. I don't go coding talk
Well,
deep in the
that
rabbit
means
hole.
that you don't want to understand.
I already
So
understand.
why do
I
you
understand
go
the
to
universe.
people?
I understand the universe. It's black. Shit out. Black and white for the whole
Yeah,
conversation.
you
Before,
think
before
you do.
I
I
no
know.
think I
All
know.
of the religious motherfuckers that are getting
I don't worry about
around you, or
religion.
spiritual or whatever the fuck
Whatever it
they
is.
say they understand.
Before I get out of here, Jack, I just say this. It's tat on my body. All this conversation, all these tattoos, make it black and white. It's very simple. The answer to life is the person in the mirror. All you ever needed was you. The end.
It's not black and white.
Yeah, it is black and white. You just don't comprehend that yet. You don't know that yet. I was 39 years old. Look at this tattoo. 39. Hey, Jack, how old are you? How old are you, Jack?
Dude, your skin is not.
How old are you?
white.
How old are
It's
you?
nothing White.
How old are you?
34, I think.
Beat me at 39. I'm 44 now. So I'm 10 years older than you, right? So at 39 years old, all my tattoos, I started my healing journey. I became woke. I tell stories now. I'm not a victim. I'm not a warrior. I'm not a survivor. I could tell you about my past version of myself, what I've been through. I don't deal with toxicity. I don't deal with toxic people that are broken. And that's all. I don't deal with none of that shit. I don't need people. I want
Really?
people.
Isn't
Yeah.
that what therapy is about? Talking with
Right.
toxic
It's
people?
to express yourself, but do you comprehend this shit?
Alright,
There it is,
So
right.
again, you're contradicting yourself.
Really? I could challenge any therapist, counselor. Here's the best part. How are you a therapist, counselors, psychologists, psychiatrists, and you're a zombie, and that's an addiction. You're fucking a person in a toxic, love, broken, codependent relationship. And you went to college, DSM-5 book for the fucking mind, and you have a toxic relationship, and you're a fucking alcoholic, and you're a therapist, counselor. Make that shit make sense. You know how many people are triggered in Seattle that are those categories? And when to college, they go, look at all that college, and you have toxicity by your side, or you're a fucking zombie, my tattoos, and they get triggered. Yeah, the bottle doesn't need you. You need the battle. Why? Make that make sense.
Okay, so why do you vilify
Uh-huh.
people who are in
To
the
trigger
bottom?
you. Zombies to trigger you. How can you say you want love? No. To call you the fuck out. How can you say you want love, but you're a zombie?
Accepted.
They're the fuck out. You can't even love your own self. You can have love for others, but how? You don't love your own
What
self.
Zombie. What does it mean? What the fuck are you talking? What do you say?
When you wake up in the morning, all those zombies in the universe, right? When during the day, they're not supposed to be high or drunk at work, right? But after work, the freaks come out at night. Every fucking weekend. People survive, don't survive, right? Anyways, so before that, fuck this job, fuck the person in the mirror, fuck my feelings. Let me get high, let me get drunk before work, after work. For how many more years to be? So that's all I see. Cody, my code. Squares, empathetic people. Circles, narcissistic people. All the babble, babble, fuck girls. And all the zombies. That's all I see. That's all I see. And the ones that hate me the most are who? The fucking boys and the zombies. All the addicts. Tell my time, you don't know what love is. If you knew what love is, why the fuck are you a zombie to this day? When will you let that shit go? When? How many more? How much more time? And remember, before I hear respect what I says to, about here on Beagle Squad, right? Rest in peace to Munchie. Jack, you haven't been for a while. Just to give you a fucking up to date what's going on. Munchie, you met her a couple of times out here. She passed away last year, September 2nd or 3rd. Because she was trying to be with me for so many, right? I told you respectfully. You know what? My tattoos. She got tattoos. I got tattoos. But here's the kicker. She was said a lot of people like themselves. These zombies like themselves. She said, I only drink in the weekends. Well, if that's the case being, right? She passed away September 2nd, I believe.
I don't know who you're talking about.
I would have to show you when I find the clips. The cool thing about technology, this is a live podcast. So when I'm done, my Facebook, my Twitch, it's saved on here, right? But anyways, so she passed away last year at 30 fucking years old because her kidneys and her liver failed for a fucking bottle. And she wanted to be with me. That's what I told her. I don't date zombies, respectfully. It would trigger her. She hated the word zombie. I go, because you thought zombies like the movies. No, because you're a zombie, respectfully. And nothing against you. I don't do opposite attract. I won't do opposite attract. Maybe when you start doing sobriety, the detox, the healing journey, you speak beautiful. I love that. Your mentality is awesome. The downfall, your God and your boyfriend is the bottle.
Supposed to live for fucking ever.
The what?
In case you haven't noticed.
Nobody lives forever.
Logical.
Nobody lives forever. So here's the kicker. So why do you want to ruin this body that's so delicate? All of us get paper cuts. We all say, ow. Everyone gets a paper cut. We all say, ow. We all got toothaches. We all say, ow, right? There it is. So take care of your body. It's about takes care of you. Everyone's a zombie. You're fucking just shaving years off of your body. And the years after you want to detox, your shit falls apart. Then what? I have compassion.
Stop using the word zombie.
No.
Use something else.
No.
The word zombie means pretty much
go for it.
Opposite. Zombies, they have absolutely there is absolutely nothing saying that, oh, these entities or whatever the fuck these zombies are going to die too soon or whatever, right? They are actually.
I just say zombies because why?
Still functioning.
Zombies don't have feelings.
They're still functioning.
Yeah.
With minimal resources.
Right. Zombies don't have feelings.
So I would accept the fact that a zombie would live a hell of a lot longer than a human being. Okay.
In the movies, in the movies, correct. In the movies.
Now, where the fuck do you know the word zombie?
It's from the movies and video games. That's why I use the word to trigger all the addicts that got addiction. I call them zombies. I tell them for a reason. I got it in my body. If it triggers you, I did my job. The best part of the word zombies doesn't have feelings. A zombie won't feel like a zombie. None of these words will ever have feelings. Only beings will. Oh my gosh, life's so hard. Boo-hoo me. But anyways, love you guys. I gotta get going. I gotta pick up a laptop. So till next time, I'll see you guys maybe this weekend potentially. Jack, I love you, brother. Stay blessed. Have a good day. Remember, all this shit was respectfully.
Yeah.
Be safe, guys. Take care.
Linux be with you. 1 and 0. Whatever the fuck.
I love you guys. Thank you guys. Be safe. Ciao. Twitch, I love you guys. Take care. Be safe. Ciao.